Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. How's everyone doing? Hello, hello. What's everyone up to tonight? Hi, Nancy. How are you? Oh, I'm glad that gift thing went away. I don't know why that's up there. I don't pin much. It's a pain. Hey, Katie. Hey, Cindy. How's everyone doing? I'm tired. I'm so glad it's the weekend. I really am. I couldn't sleep last night. Hey, friend. How are you, Katie? Cindy. What's going on? I got to get my coffee in me. I need coffee. So tonight we'll have Keith, Hugo, and Richie. We have some questions and answers. They'll be telling, Richie will be telling his story. I don't know his story. Hey, Catherine, how are you? I spoke to him on the phone, but we didn't get to his story, so we'll find out, right? His wife's joining us tonight. Her name is Tiffany. Tiffany, let me see. She messaged me. I'm sitting here with all these, felt like I had to go grab Vince's phone. I have one phone. I have my phone for Keith, my phone for Richie, my phone for Hugo. And we got the good old tablet because Keith gave me something I have to read, giving me homework. I don't know who he thinks he is. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for Richie's wife's name. Oh, what is her name? Tiffany Segura, I believe. Segura. But how's everyone doing tonight? Hey, Parker. Hey, Lori. You know who I got to share with? I think Ray will get it. I got to share with Ray, too. I think she'll get it in the chat group. And I hope the phones are working. It's kind of strange. I heard from Richie. I heard from Hugo. I didn't hear from Keith. I mean, their tablets. I'm telling you, I'm going to get these men in trouble. Let me see. His phone, his tablet still isn't on. Because they're getting their tablets. Oh, thanks, Cindy. They're getting new tablets next week at Pleasant Valley. We heard that last year. So until we see them. But today I did go to send him something and it said system was down. But that was earlier and I was able to send it later. I'm just waiting for a few people to come in. I wanted to... Oh, Ray's here too. Hey, Ray. How you doing, friend? Because I want to address something when we have like more people. And I think it's like our regulars too. I just want to address a little something because I've been getting so many... I got some beautiful messages about last night. I did. It was an amazing night. I thank all you guys for being here. My mods, you are wonderful. I couldn't do this without you. I was happy. Everyone who came and took boxes, everyone... Hey, Marcel. Everyone who was in the chat, I appreciate you guys. I mean, I send this to... of course, my mods, and I put it in a group chat. We had last night, here we go. Oh, that's my son. You know what? It's funny. The prison allowed every comment. I did the commercial that I did on 23 prayers. They allowed everything. They haven't approved this, my son's picture. They won't approve it, and I don't know why. Like, I send it to Suave, and they still, it's like since last night. So I want to show you guys something. It was so awesome last night. We had 3K views 115 gifters, 108 new followers. Look at those numbers. That was amazing last night. And of course, hey Emma, of course, thank you. Thank you so much, T. I don't know why they're not approving his picture. Emma, it was amazing, and not to the 600 plus K likes. Let me see if they approved it yet. As of an hour ago, no, it wasn't. And the only one I sent it to was Suave. Um, no, look, it's still. So it's still there. My son's picture's there, but I'll show you. I don't know why. It's pending. Like it's pending. But everything else has been approved. Like videos have been approved. That was approved. That was done after. And that's a whole video. Look, here's the first one I sent. Pending. I don't know why. Like my kid's picture. Emma, last night was so great. All the communities coming in, people in the boxes. It was like so great last night. Really enjoyed it. I got so many compliments, so many messages about it. I got, you know how many? I got eight agency invites. Eight.
Um, they probably think you're trying to send a hit on somebody.
I know. And Vinny was the first picture I sent, not the other ones. And I resent it, and it's two times. Like, why would they? I don't get it.
They probably think that you're trying to send a picture of somebody inside there, like for them to
I don't know.
attack.
So confused. I'm so confused.
Little do they know, but I mean,
My son ain't doing anything right now. It's like horrible that they're doing that. Oh, let's try one of these. Oh, look how pretty. What is it? I don't like that one now. Look, they let you put like colors. What is that? Are we at a theater?
I don't know. It looks like I don't know what it is in the back. I see a ceiling.
Yeah, that's weird. It gave me up. Oh wait, we can change. We can go in the sky. We'll do that one. That's cute. I never use those. It's a concert stage. Emma, I didn't want to. I thought, but I wasn't sure. Wait, so Ray, I caught you on a live. I was in there. I was walking the dog. I was interested in what you were saying. I was going to message you, and I ran out of time. What's going on with Zyrtec? Because I take that.
Oh, we were well the other day they were talking about like medicines and how you can have like side effects from them and all that. And I was watching the TV and it came across that the um the generic form of Zyrtec
Right.
when bottled
Right.
was cross-contaminated with a heartburn pill.
What?
And they're saying that some of the bottles could be filled with the heartburn pill and not the allergy pill.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I take Zyrtec, but I take the name brand Zyrtec.
Yeah, it was I forget. Let me look. Because when I saw it on the news, I Googled it.
I missed it because I was walking the dog. Because you don't know today. Wait till you hear this. I wake up today, so Cappy didn't want to eat today this morning, first thing. Vince is like Italian. You eat all the time. Right. He told me, call the vet. Something's wrong. He's not eating. What if he gets really sick on it? I'm like, what? You woke me up because he will not eat breakfast? Like, chill out. He was so panicked. Call the vet.
Oh no.
Oh, so guess what? We do have a vet. We do have an appointment next week, but I was going to do it anyway. Wait, look how he slept last night. Are you ready? Ruby, hey friend. He does. He does real talk. Look at this. He got him. Look, that's the beer with Jake's heartbeat.
Aw.
He put himself, that's a pillow. He put himself under the pillow and wanted to sleep with the bear.
Oh my gosh.
I swear this dog is part human. Emma, I know. And now I come in. Wait do you see? My husband's upset. He goes, look at my stomach. I don't like, don't look at his, look at the dog. Look how he's sitting with his arm.
Nah.
Just chilling with my dad. That's what he's doing now. He's just sitting there with his arm up.
Yeah, it's CETIRIZINE hydrochloride. Hydrochloride. I don't know where I got the other. Yeah.
Parker, I know. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I heard you saying I was a little. It is. Cindy, he just sits here with his arm up. And then I went in, I went, Pappy, pay attention. And Ray, he turned his head. So we have the house to ourselves. Christy's away and Todd. So we're partying. Me, Jake, Teddy. uh, oh, Ruby, how are you? But okay, so why we don't have a ton of people in here yet, and that's fine. Everybody tap and share. I want to bring something to everyone's attention. I got a lot of messages last night and this morning. He did eat, Parker. He ate. He panicked over nothing, and I put a little pumpkin in his food because they say that's good for their stomachs, just in case. But he panics. He never told me to go to doctor. But anyway, so I got a lot of messages last night and today, and I want to address this before it just blows up on the internet. And so people were asking why Lauren and Katie weren't here. I got phone calls, like text messages, why they weren't here, what's going on, is something going on? And I'm talking, I got several calls. Everything is fine with us. They go unfavored also. There's actually a tournament that's happening that they're in. I'm not. I declined it. So they're over there building their stuff too. But why they're there, they're here. So they do like Marge does. So people thought that we're having an issue. And no, we're not. Oh, there's Katie. Katie was here last night, blocking people, muting people who needed it, commenting in the chat. You know, I know Katie. Katie's mad because I turned down the tournament. Katie, I know now I'm upset. I should have did it. I should have. But, you know, and it's funny because this morning, first thing this morning, the first person who messaged me about last night's live was Lauren. What a great live. I can't believe the people. It was amazing. She was here, but she was there too because she has, and you know, we can't forget, they work and they do things like Lauren has 4 kids, a household, traveling for, I don't know, the kids are on all types of sports. So she's always busy. When she could jump on, she jumps on. But people thought me, Katie, and Katie's getting ready for, you know, school to go back. I got a picture of the classroom today. So we had already spoke, but I had people messaging me, like texting me last night and today, like, what's going on? And I'm like, nothing. Like, you aren't talking? I'm like, what? Like, I was so confused because they were here last night. So Lauren, yeah, exactly, Parker. But Lauren was here. She wasn't chatting a lot. I saw Katie in the chat, and I'll be honest with you, is I couldn't keep up with I didn't see half the messages. I really didn't. People like, I know, Emmett, and I don't want it to get, you know what? I love them, and I wouldn't be where I am today without Katie and Lauren. They helped me a lot when I started this. Helped me a lot. And we talk every single day. They're on their favorite. They're on here too. And I was doing that for a while. Just last week, all 3 of us were live together. So I just want to, like, in case anybody, I don't know if anybody else is in here, but everything's fine. We do, right, Katie? We talk late at night, 1 in the morning. If something's going on, like, I can message them all the time. Katie was here in Florida. She was supposed to meet with us, come to my house, but things happened. She couldn't make it because something with school. She had to get back, like, the day after the wedding. So were we all disappointed? We were all absolutely disappointed that we didn't get to spend time together, but it'll happen. She didn't even get to go to Disney. But I just wanted to address it because I don't want people to say, oh my God, They're not. No. Yeah, it was at someone's wedding, and you had to get right home, right? But everything's great. My girl, like they were the first one today to message me about the live and how great it was last night. I saw Katie working her thing, and Katie was complimenting so many people. What happened to Ray? She got a phone call. Um, and she, like Katie was in here and she complimented everyone who was helping with the live. Thank you, everyone. Look, I hit that and I didn't even say we got it. We got it. We have a flash goal. I even forget to say it. With my two girls, I mean, I was surprised to get those messages. So just because people are doing other things don't mean they're not here for me. Hey, Beckinator. Hi, friend.
It booted me out.
I just wanted to address that. What's that?
I said I got booted out.
You did?
Yeah, it just dropped. Like it looked like it was frozen. And like I tried to unmute and it wouldn't, and then it froze again. So it just booted me out.
I thought you got a call or something. Beckinator, how are you? But everything's good. We're doing our thing. So I just wanted to address it. Remember, Christy kept getting booted the other night.
Oh my gosh, it dropped her like 5 times.
I even came back if I were. I haven't heard from Christy since she left for her little getaway, her and her husband. So I'm happy they got away. I really am. But we're good. We are so good. Wait, did somebody get that? Parker, did you request? I went to accept it and you were gone. Christine, hey.
Remember, Katie went to Kimmy's wedding.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Katie. Oh, all right, Parker. I wanted to make sure because you come up. I know they went away for the weekend, the two of them, and they left me here alone. I said to Jake, "What are you up to?" And he goes, "Nothing." I said, "You're up to something." I make him blush and get all. What are you up to? He's like, Mom, would you stop? I don't do anything. I'm like, I know. You're pretty boring. Oh my God. But yep, we can't tell everybody about Katie being there. It was not there. Thanks, Lisa. Thank you for getting that. I was like, what is that? I thought they were remarking to my, you know what I was saying.
I still can't believe they got married.
Let me send a TikTok. I'll go to my ChargedwithChange account. I know. I still can't believe it. That's bizarre. That is so bizarre that they got married. Oh, Lord. Could you imagine that? Oh, so today, hey, Cheryl, nothing like happened. I heard, did you hear anything on Brad's hearing today?
I heard that he was trying to get a tablet, but the judge said that he can't make a decision on that. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's because it's not going to be in his court for much longer. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to go to circuit, and then that judge will have to decide. But, I mean, I don't know if it's like who was just on, where Murdoch, he was trying to get a laptop in, and the judge was like, no. Like, the warden said no. So
we need some TikTok. If anybody has TikTok, we need to get 14 of them, I think. We have 8 of the 14.
So I don't know if that's why he couldn't make the decision or what's going on.
No, because I was surprised it was closed. Like, that was kind of strange that, they didn't have, it wasn't being streamed. I thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, that's all I heard about it.
Thank Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the heart me's. Thank you for the TikToks. We need a few. Hey, Jim, how are you? So the guys will be calling in at 8:30. I just, I always come on a little earlier. They were, and John Suave, they could not believe the amount of merch that sold last night, because we can look at that. Like the merch that sold last night, that the people that were in here, they were so ecstatic, and the boxes were full. I said, see you. I see you, Jim. You always do that to help me out. I see you. Oh wait, we can get Cappy to help us. Let me go under Cappy's account. I got to start posting. Christy's going to get mad at me. But the song's doing good, and I'll probably talk to the guys, those three tomorrow. Thank you for the heart, me. But it was such a great live last night. So Tuesday night, I won't be doing my own live here. I will be over on Carolyn's on the Gary Wayne Sutton page. Pappy asked me to join, and of course, I will be there. So I'm just asking if everyone will join us over there. So you'll see that I'm live, but I'm going to be over there. I was invited to be in the boxes, and I won't miss it for anything. So I will be Jim. I will be there on Tuesday night.
Yeah, you keep going in and out again with your sound.
Crazy. Let me try a mic. Let me try a microphone. Why nobody's here? Let's try that. That worked the last time. You know why I'm using the phone? I'm not going to use this phone because all the phones are going to be tied up. I need a new phone. You can't hear me? That's crazy. Wait, I'm going to try the mic. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think we're going to have to use a mic. Okay. It's good. Is everybody in the chat? Can everybody in the chat hear me? Okay.
It was just going in and out before, like it was when
Yeah,
Nicole.
that happens. I do have to get another phone because I have to use, when I have the three people calling in, I have to use my husband's phone, my two phone numbers. So I use my phone that I use just for tapping. So I'm going to have to upgrade it because it seems like we have trouble with this one.
It's only $5. Don't worry.
That's all.
$10 more to add another line.
That's all. We can do it. Vince needs another phone, but little does he know he's not getting one next time. Oh, let me be quiet. I think Katie's still here. I have to watch out what I say about Vince. How are you today, Parker?
I've been dizzy all day, but not too bad.
Katie's here. I gotta watch myself. She'll start a petition, Parker.
She might.
Yep, justice for Vince. That's what she tells me. When I told her I had to take his phone, she was cracking up. I'm serious. Like, I am serious. Here we go. Like, here's the phones right now. I didn't have to do this last night, but I had to pull out another. I had to pull out another stand. I had to get another stand so I couldn't have
Oh my gosh.
And I'm streaming on this one. And then I have this because I have to read the questions on something. So Vince goes, what am I going to do? I said, number one, you don't never answer the phone when I call you. You don't need a phone. Number two, I just got him a new tablet because I did steal his new tablet. I took his tablet, so I did buy him another tablet. That's ridiculous. I know. Katie's like, I don't understand. Oh, do we have 2 more TikToks? We need 2 more of them. If anybody has a TikTok, I might be able to go on Teddy's account. Katie's like, I'm trying to handle 2 devices, and you're over here with all these. Wait, is Gizmo here? Is Gizmo here? Did I see somebody say hi to Gizmo? Hey, Cheryl, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tiny.
It was funny this afternoon. I listened
Let's
to
see.
you and Katie's version of your little vacation. I was dying laughing while I was working today. I was like, oh, I need something to get through these next couple hours. I'm going to relive this. And oh my God, I was dying
Oh, with
laughing.
Christy. Yeah,
Yeah,
Christy. Oh,
oh my God.
she's so funny when she tells a story. And I did download that live Parker. It's done, but I couldn't upload it. I'll do it. I'm going to do it
Okay,
tonight. Yeah,
I'll
it's
listen to
there.
that
The
tomorrow.
whole 3.5 hours it's finished. So I'll just upload it on YouTube tonight. So it's there.
Cool.
Thank you. Oh, Brenda, I was just going to go. I was just going to go sign on my daughter's account to send one. Thank you, everyone. It's. I know. How have you been? I know. So if anybody wants to laugh, you could go to my YouTube channel, Charged with Change, and listen to our planes, trains, and automobiles and hotels that didn't work. Nothing worked out for us the weekend.
Your
The only thing,
60 plus hotels.
oh my God, right?
That was
Oh,
crazy.
I know.
Of
I
all
know.
times for that to happen.
And I mean, we were straight, like, thank God my grandkids, like, we just pulled up the floor, the mattress, because, and my grandson felt bad because they had two other people staying with them and they have two guest rooms. And we were like, we don't need them. We have a hotel. Well, and it was 2 a.m. So I didn't expect them to wait because he's like, I should get, them out of the room and get you in there. And I'm like, no, everybody's sleeping. It's 2 a.m. So he just got a regular bed mattress and put it on the floor, made that up for us. Hey, Alma, you're good.
Sometimes that's better than nothing.
Exactly. At least we had a place because my best friend who lives in Philly, I could have called her, but she happened to be away on vacation. Go figure. I know. Like what could have happened.
What timing?
I know. She hardly goes. That's what she said. I never go away, and I went away. Alma, how are you, friend? But it worked out. At least the shower was beautiful. I've been taking care of your mom. Oh, is she okay? But yeah, it was all the travels for the baby shower, but the baby shower was gorgeous. And we got all the pictures from both photographers, Neil. So, and actually, Angie's parents are in Florida this weekend. The dad has a competition in Orlando, 30 minutes from us. I wish Christy was home. And they're leaving me tickets tomorrow. They're like, whoever you want to take, I'll leave some tickets up there. And they were $110 a piece. So we just want to go and take a selfie together and send it to the kids because she didn't tell the kids we've been in contact. So we just want to go take pictures. And so I might drive over there. Like out of all times for Christy to be away, right?
Would Jake go with you?
Yeah, I'm thinking of asking Jake because Vince, it's too hot during the day for Vince and it's too much walking.
Is
So
it
I might
still really
ask.
hot down there?
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. It sure is. Oh, wait, her days are uncertain. Oh, I'm so sorry you kept her home with you. Oh, that's so nice. I know that's a lot of work, but I mean, I've been doing it with my husband, and thank God he's doing better. But okay. So Angel's not feeling good, so she can't get over to the prison for the dog stuff. They need bags, they need treats. So she was like, Marge, I'm like panicking here. I have nobody to get over there, and she just got somebody that's going to go run over to the prison and bring the stuff to them. So Manny's like, tell her not to worry about it. I have extra stuff. I'll get it sent over to the other yards. So we got that handled. But and Manny said hi, Ray. He always writes.
No.
How's Ray? I haven't heard, I haven't heard her voice in a while. I'm like, I know. We haven't did like our Manny Mondays. We're waiting for the new tablets.
Have to tell him I said hi.
I will. He's gonna call me tonight. My daughter. Oh my God, your daughter's a nurse. Oh, that's great. Thank God.
Was Nicole on last night?
Nicole was in and out. I saw Nicole in here. I was
Those
trying to keep.
comments were flying. You couldn't
I
keep track.
I caught, and too, I had the comments, but I had the phones, and I was doing the music and the pictures, and I was like, oh my God, like it was getting to be a lot, but we got through it. And I mean, it was like,
It was a lot of fun.
it was, yeah. So, Suave said, this is what he said, Marge, we tagged every professional soccer, WNBA, NBA, MLB, baseball, NHL, hockey, NFL, football players around the globe who wears or ever wore the number 23 on their jersey. We got in touch like Michael Jordan to 23 prayer challenge.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they managed to do that. Not the guys, of course. His wife probably did that part. And he wrote to me, Marge, thanks. It was an honor. But then the best is yet to come. Thank you so much. Love you so much, fam. Get some rest. You're the captain of the ship. These guys are crazy. They're so funny. Yeah, I know, right, Alma? And they love it. And they still didn't approve my son's picture. I wonder what's going on with that. Everything before and after got approved. Kind of strange. But, oh, I see Keith's light went on, so I think, yeah, there it is. Hopefully the tablets are working. I can't wait till they get the new ones. Like I said, we'll believe it when we see it. Ray knows that. Oh, okay, Cindy. We'll believe it when we see it because they've been promised these tablets for a year, over a year. So Pleasant Valley's supposed to have them this coming week. And then Josh and John said they're supposed to get theirs in August, which is in a week or two, in like 2 weeks. Hey, ML. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Hopefully they get them. But how's everyone doing? Does anyone have any plans for this weekend? Oh my God, Lisa, right? We know that. These tablets, we've been waiting forever for these. I'm just afraid something's, they said they're working on the site with the Wi-Fi and all that. And I heard the new tablets aren't going to be any better. You would think they would be. I heard they're not. And I don't like we got to download a different app for this. We have to do Secure Us instead of the Getting Out app. But they're supposed to change them to all the prisons. Like in every state, they're saying eventually. Let's say that. So I have to see, this phone will be Richie. I'm trying to get the phones. Hugo, and then who's this? Keith. We can't forget Keith. So with Keith, we're doing, oh, I almost had a phone drop over. With Keith, we're going to be doing it every other week. And with the Josh, John, and Suave, that'll be every Thursday. So now next Friday, we won't be doing anything with Keith. Because Keith is like between the dog program, work, he's getting ready for his own, he goes to court August 6th. So he has his resentencing coming up. So fingers crossed. Thank God. I know, it's so soon. Thank God for our friend Joe. But last night was so amazing. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot, but it was fun. It really was. And everybody helped in the chat. I loved it. God, at one point I looked up, we had 400 people in here, like 389, something like that. And so many of the likes, everybody was tapping away. Because when I have these kind of lives, I can't use my tapper. So it all depends on everybody in the chat. But yeah, I'm just like going to relax this weekend, go in the pool. It was ML. I enjoyed it last night. Everyone, and the best part was seeing everyone in the chat interacting. Besides, like my mods, everyone else was helping. Bree was going at it, answering questions, telling people where to go for the merch. Like she just kept it going. So did Jack. So I mean, everyone did an amazing job with it. Of course, my sidekick Pappy was up there with me, and I loved it. Hey, Stacy, because I was nervous, and he knew that. I messaged him beforehand, but we did it, and I'm looking forward to Tuesday night. I really am. Stacy, thank you so much. Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I was so tired, but I couldn't sleep. That's the crazy part. Right, everyone did it. I know, ML, they really did. And I think it's probably because like this is full of coffee. I drink it till 11 o'clock. Probably that's why I can't sleep. It never bothered me before. I could have drank coffee and went right to sleep.
I just finished jarring up my pickles. That's what I was on.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
My cucumber slices with onions. I don't know if they're pickled, but I wouldn't call them
Lisa.
like spears or anything.
Right. Oh, that's great, Stacy. That's great. That's amazing. Lisa, that sounds good, Ray.
Oh my gosh.
Still didn't try the jelly and eggs, though. Didn't touch the jelly and eggs.
Hell no.
Oh, that's funny.
No, thank you.
Nope. Making homemade. Oh, pizza dough and cranberry. Oh, that sounds good, Lisa. Oh, my mother-in-law made homemade pizza dough every Friday.
That does sound
good. Every Friday night, homemade pizza dough with her. She would make her own crush. She would crush her tomatoes, and for the sauce. What's that?
Do you hear the thunder? It's thundering here.
I didn't hear it.
We've had rain and a little bit of storms.
Really?
Nothing too crazy. I mean, I thought it was gonna. They were calling for heavy thunderstorms, but we didn't. I mean, my area didn't get them.
Oh, okay. Oh, stay safe. It got cloudy here for a while, like right when I took Cappy for a walk, right before I came live, and then, but they weren't calling for rain, so I guess we'll see.
Rain today, tomorrow, and Sunday.
Oh, I gotta check now because I hope not this weekend. I want to be in the pool. Oh, it does say rain. Oh, it says 60% chance. I don't like that. When it's usually over 30%, then it's gonna be rain. But I'll see what happens.
Over 50%, then I say it's gonna rain.
Yeah, this is 60.
Our weather guy sucks here.
Yeah. I plan on being in the pool with Cappy and
Katie lost power last night, but it came back on.
Wow.
That's good because nobody likes to sleep when it's freaking 89 to 90 degrees weather with no AC. It's horrible.
I'll go sleep in my car. No. I need air conditioning. It needs to be cold in here.
You laugh, but I can see that. I can see you sleeping in your car, taking you and Cappy. We're going for a ride, an overnight sleepover.
That's right. Oh my God, that's funny. Yep. So tomorrow I told Jake we're gonna go swimming with Cappy tomorrow. We're gonna have a pool day. And Teddy just like, these are all nuts. Leave me alone. My daughter's dog hates water and he just does not want to be bothered. He runs along like the sides of the pool, like, and chases Cappy like that way. And Cappy's in the water. The AI summary says discussing new prison tablets while planning weekend activities. Share your plans. Oh my God. It's
I
so
hope these
crazy.
tablets are better than what they have.
I do too. I don't know why I'm like thinking tonight. I don't know. I'm a little bit, because Keith wasn't on, but I think he'll. No, he's lit up. Hugo's lit up. So they're all lit up. But
I didn't see, but I heard, I don't know the whole story, but I guess Marty and Blaine's dinghy got stolen.
are you kidding me? I
But
didn't
they
hear
got
that.
Yeah, they got it back. But I don't know the whole story. Like, I don't know how they found it. I don't know. I just know it got stolen, but they got it back.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Beckinator said yes. I didn't hear that. Wow.
That's horrible. I always thought, like,
Like,
they just let that thing just trail along, you know, like, I thought, like, wow, I'm surprised a lot of people, you know,
right.
don't. I mean, nowadays you can't leave a bike out by the curb. I remember
So
leaving
do
my
they have
bike
an
out.
idea of who took it?
Well, I know they got it back, so they had to have.
Curly.
Hi guys, I got the
Hey.
story. I'll share it with you.
Okay.
So, Blaine, for whatever reason, woke up at 6 o'clock this morning
Hey, thank you.
and went up to use the facilities and dropped a big F word. Woke Marnie up. Marnie went running up there, and I guess normally they'll lift it up and put it on their little lift thing. Well, last night they just chained it up with like their little bicycle lock. And
Oh.
somebody came and cut that. And luckily, they went to land first because normally it's the locals. And
Right.
it wasn't there. And there was another sailboat that these two gentlemen had hoisted it up on the boat and was just going to leave.
Wow.
Yeah. But they
That's-
did get it back.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's
but
strange.
that's the story.
Well, thank you, because
Thingy.
I didn't hear.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, anytime. You're always welcome. You knew that.
Toodles.
Toodles.
And they just got
I
that.
love Beckinator. I
They
love
just
her.
got that dinghy not too long ago. They sold
Yeah,
their
like
old
who would
got a new
do
one.
that?
That's what I mean.
Oh, Paige, I love that. She's there with Joseph. He requested we attend. That's right, because he knows Richie. So Paige's husband is friends with Richie, who's joining us tonight. I love that. He said he was going to join. I send him all the commercials now. I send all my commercials to Joe. Paige is going to be like, Marge, stop. No, I'm kidding. But we're going to interview Joe some night. He's amazing. He's such a positive person.
And where is he at?
He's over at Donovan also.
Donovan.
With
Oh,
with
okay.
Josh and John. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah, and I'll reach out to him also this weekend now that things are calmed down from last night. But
I was gonna
tonight
say,
we have.
has he not seen your number on the walls yet to call?
Right? Oh my God. That's funny. Oh. Tonight, 3 phones. I'm so stressed with this. Oh, the 3 phone thing bothered. Like I used to do it all the time. Now tonight, I don't know why I'm stressed over it.
I'm scrolling through TikTok and I see a dude in a cell battling.
Wait, is his name Victor?
I didn't catch his name, but I was like, how is he
I
in jail?
think it might be Victor. He battles,
Is
but he's
it?
not in prison. It's a green screen.
Oh,
Everybody thinks he's in prison. I've had Victor on here. He's a friend of mine.
I remember Victor.
He's not really. Yeah, that's Victor. He battles now a lot, all the time. But he has like he's in prison, like the bars and all. Yep, you saw it.
I want to say he was in a
Yes,
jumpsuit though. Like,
and Ray knows him too. Yep. Oh, a jumpsuit. I don't know if he'll do that, but Victor's a good friend of mine. We had him on here.
I'll have to see if I see him again and see what his
I know he's
screen name
battling a
is.
lot, but it's a Greek because a lot of people say that to him, and I crack up when I go in there. They'll be like, "How are you in prison battling?" And he's not. He's been out. I see now. You know, I did too, Baconator. There was a guy. Remember, I did stream it the one night. What was his name? He really was in prison and he was doing battles. Oh my God, what was his name? And I was like, if God forbid somebody turns him in, and you know people in here, they will do silly things like that. You don't know what they're going to do to him. I mean, that's crazy.
I don't know how true
Yeah,
it is. So
they do, Paige. And the
I saw.
guys I deal, they're afraid to walk a crooked line. I swear to God, you heard them last night. I mean, I tease them all. I love to tease them. They're like, I'm like, look at you tough guys. You're behind bars, and now you're crying over a silly TikTok. Because Suave had to stop talking last night. I felt so bad. He got so choked up when we were talking. He had to excuse himself. And then John took over. And then Josh came on, and Josh started. I was like, oh my God, come on, guys, get it together now. I
I
mean,
don't
a
know
couple.
how true
Just
it is, but I saw Diddy got in a fight.
I saw something. I didn't read it.
Yeah, got in a fight and put in solitary confinement.
Oh, Buccinator, I love that, and so did they. So did they. So they asked me for certain clips from last night, which I'm going to do because I have to send 30-second clips to them. That's all they're allowed. So I'm going to get that. I'm going to get certain special clips and send it. Battling is like ML when two people are like in the boxes. Like I'll be in the box and say Ray's on her live, she'll get in, and then it's like whoever gets the most gifts wins. So basically, all you're doing is throwing gifts, and that's it. I was just going to show you, but we have a call, and this is Richie. We have our first caller. Here we go. Oh, speaker.
Yeah,
What is going on?
if Diddy gets found out that he threw the first punch, I guess he can get in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if it was real, and I was just like,
Yeah, I heard that today too. I guess they're reviewing the footage now to see if he started it or not.
Wait a minute, something went on. The phones just went. That's strange. The phone rang and they're not connecting to the. I don't know what happened. Here we go. Let's try it again. That is strange. What's going on? Like, is a static on their end? There's a static. Oh no! Why is there static?
you were cracking me up with two phones on each, or a phone on each ear last night. I wanted to text Christy and be like, look at your mom. Look at her multitasking right now.
You know why I did that? Because I was playing the song and I didn't want to interrupt the song, so I had them in my ear. Why is... Do you hear? Oh. You have a prepaid call from... That should be Hugo. Hugo.
An incarcerated individual at the Pleasant Valley State Prison, Coalinga, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hugo. How are you?
Yeah. Great. I'm
I'm having a little trouble with the phone connecting. Oh, here we go. It wouldn't connect for Richie at first. But we're good. Richie.
Oh, man.
We got him. We got him. Don't worry. It was all static on the phone when I answered it.
And your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
All right. We're going to fire Keith now.
Thank you for using Global Tail Lake.
Richie. Hello.
Hello, Marge. Thanks for going to how you doing.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm blessed. I'm alive and just grateful for the talk.
Okay, we have Hugo on. He's on the other phone, and we're waiting for Keith to call.
Hi, Richard.
Okay. Is Hugo on right now?
Yeah, do you hear him? Go ahead, say hi again.
Hi, Richie.
What's going on?
Good to hear from you, brother.
Hey, how you doing,
Yes,
brother?
sir.
Oh, they get to.
I've been blessed now. I've been good.
This is really surreal, though, because just knowing where I was at, right, and the struggles I was facing, and really I was hearing you talk positivity, and you would actually bring up this opinion right here. Like, imagine, podcasting, we were back in autobahn, fixing cars, and I would listen to it, and I would hear you, but I knew, I felt like this conversation was too smart for me, right? And it was too good for me. But I heard you, and I see the passion. You could see the passion, the fire in you. And actually being around people that were of that mindset, because I was not used to that. I was more in the level 4 maximum security gang environment where it's just being so destructive. Nobody's positivity, right? So when I heard that, I was seeing it in you. I'm like, man, I know he's going to do it. But to fast forward in what had happened to me, and then you would be encouraging words. I would still talk to you and talk about you in days that people would be like, oh man, what just changed started. And I would bring up your name. I would bring up yours, Victor's, and how this change just, it attached to me, but I never believed I could do it. So,
Yes, sir. Thank you, Richie. That's right.
And Richie, just so you know, your wife is here in the chat. Tiffany's here.
Okay.
So welcome in. It's nice to see you. And everyone, please welcome Tiffany in. Yes, and I told you, Richie, Hugo was on with me. About a month ago, Hugo, I think it is.
Yes, it was about a month and a half ago.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Tiff. So nice to meet you. Oh, we have more people joining. So welcome in, everyone. And I just want you to know, do you know who else is listening in? Paige is on the line, and Joe's listening in.
Oh, wow.
Joe's listening in too. Joe loves to watch the lives. I send him all the commercials every week anyway.
Yeah, Joe's another inspiration.
Yeah.
You know that. I taught him in groups. His walk is genuine. His walk is sincere. It doesn't waver left or right. It is just. He's one of the individuals, right? That inspired me to. Although I don't have life, I'm so dedicated to his walk, and individuals like him that I see day in, day out, like there's no masking it, there's no fake it, it's just that he's genuine about his change. I'm not going to forget that. In a couple of years when I come home, I'm going to continue to advocate for individuals like yourself, because I'm not going to forget that. It's a motivation, it's an inspiration, and especially when I get acknowledged or seen by the individuals that are my peers, and I look at them like, wow, like this thing has to be smart, and they acknowledge me and inspire me, give me words of affirmation. It's really encouraging, and it's not going to be forget.
Right.
Okay.
Keith is having trouble getting through. I didn't know if there was phone issues because when you guys had called, there was an issue. I'm trying to see. Let me see. Let me try to see if I can fix this. Keith just messaged me and said he can't get through to the line.
Yeah, ask him to restart it. I had to restart my tablet twice.
Oh, because yeah, I was having an issue answering it. Restart. Okay. Let me let him know. 1 second. This is what happens when you do a live show. This is strange because, yeah, he always gets through.
Yeah, Hugo, how you been, man? My visit was wonderful. Me and my wife had a great time. I was thinking about you guys, and I felt guilty. I told Marge, I know you've been waiting, Richie, and I always remember how we manifested this in the day room when we're together. I said, one day, brother, our voices are going to be heard, and we're going to touch lives, and we're going to reach people's hearts and their minds, and we're going to be able to inspire them. And me and you manifested it.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful that it's happening.
I love that.
Wow.
And yeah, it wasn't just you, you know, it wasn't just you. It was also, my husband was in the hospital. I had shingles. Oh my Lord. We were running and everything, but we're here tonight. So that's all that matters.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm so glad you had a family visit. That was amazing, Hugo. I love that for you. I'm even going to restart the phone.
It was my fifth.
Go ahead.
Yes, it was my fifth family visit, and me and my wife had a very deep conversation, and she expressed how proud she was of all of us, and how grateful she was for your platform and for you and Keith and everybody that assists you to give us a platform so we can highlight our message and speak about the people that we've impacted in the past.
Exactly.
So I'm excited for the show.
Yeah, me too. We're just trying to get Keith in here. I told him to restart because I had trouble with both of the, like listening when you first called in, I was hearing nothing but static. It was kind of strange.
Yes.
Yeah. So I did tell him to restart.
The call didn't connect, so.
Yeah. Because I tested the phone before here. Like I test everything before we go live. I even called in and it was fine. So we'll see. But I'm so glad you are joining. I really am.
Maybe we could ask the staff. The staff know we're going to do this podcast, right? So maybe we could ask the staff to let Keith out in the day room and he could use the payphone.
No, I don't know if he can, you know. We did one last night. So I had Josh, John, and Suave. They're over at Donovan, and there's 3 of them, but the CEOs let them in one room. They have a room, a conference room, and they did it from the conference room together. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I never did that with Keith. But yeah, we had a really powerful live last night too. I'm just making sure everything's okay and checking as soon as we hear from Keith, we're going to get started. I don't understand what's going on. I know you are getting new tablets, I heard, but we're waiting for them for a while now.
Yes, on Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday? Brenna, hey.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Okay. I heard next week. Fingers crossed, because we've been waiting for these tablets I know you guys are waiting for them, but I've been. Oh, Bren, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. You're still working? That's my granddaughter. Hugo, in case you and Richie are wondering. It's my granddaughter in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, she comes in to say hello. She's still working. I love her. It's late. You should be home. Yeah, Hugo's on. Hugo is on. We're just waiting for Keith to call in. So we're seeing, let's see, we're just waiting for Keith to call in so we can get started. If anybody wants to give me your name to say hi to Hugo, I can. I know. Who was that? DR? Asked if Hugo was on yet. Hugo's here.
Hi.
Oh, Hugo, hi. It's your son, Dave, your son-in-law, David.
Oh yeah, David.
David.
Hi, David. I'm glad he's listening. I'm glad he's
Yeah,
listening.
David.
Yes, this is. I hope he receives this message and it impacts his life in a positive way.
Welcome in. He's saying it's the number. I don't get it.
The number?
He's saying it's the number he can't call, and I don't understand because he said he called Jamie.
So it's the same number that you gave me.
Oh no, we have to use three different phone numbers, of course.
Oh, okay.
He said I can call Jamie first. It's this number question mark, and I don't know why, because I did ring the phone and it was working. It's kind of strange. And you had trouble calling in too, Richie?
Yes, I called a couple times and I didn't get through.
Yeah.
But then it eventually got through.
Yeah, it was coming up. It was staticky when we first, He even made me second guess that phone number. I went to go check it. I mean, I know the phone number. But you know what? I said, let me check it. I don't know what's going on. Let's wait and see, and we'll try it again. Marge, Hugo's wife. Oh, Hugo's wife is here. Oh, okay. Hugo, your wife is here. I didn't even see it. Let me see. We have quite a few people. If my mods could catch it and let me know. I'm just trying to get the phones together. So Hugo, your wife's here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm happy she's tuned in.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I share with her.
Yeah, we can't pin comments when we're live, when we're have boxes. Well, it's okay. Just comment it again. We're good. Richie's cousin, Manda is here.
Okay.
Yes. Let's see. Oh my God. I don't know why he's having trouble. I'm trying to think of what we can do.
You have 60 seconds.
Hugo, can I message you a different number to call me on? Real quick,
Yes,
because it's going to go out. I'll message you this number. Let's try this, and then if not, call me back on here.
Okay.
All right, let's try that. I'm sending you the number. I just want to make sure. Gotta love technology. Okay, I send it to Hugo. Let's see if it rings for him. I don't understand.
60 seconds remaining.
Because I'm going to try. Let me see. If not, I don't know. That is strange. I wonder if I have to put in a number. Yes, to tell Rich. Oh, okay. As soon as they call back. Yeah, let me see. I don't know what that was about. It said something about, so I called from my second phone and it said, put your name in and I'll see if the person's available. I never heard that before.
You have a prepaid call from
That's kind of
an
strange.
incarcerated individual at the R.J. Donovan Correctional Facility, San Diego, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. We're just trying to get these phones to work and see what is going on. Let me, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add a contact into my husband's phone and see if that helps. We can do that. 1 second. I'm sorry, everyone. If you can just hold 1 second. We never have these issues. This is crazy. But we haven't did like 3 calls, and I don't know if it's the tablets or if it's a phone issue, but everybody else is able to call. Let me add a number. Let me put the number in. Let's try that one. Let's see. No, let's edit this. Android. These are actually it isn't. This is a iPhones. Let me see. Like I said, this is the first time we're having this issue. Okay, let's see. I put it in as a contact. Let's see. I think that's going to work. I got a feeling that's going to work now because I added it as a contact. So I believe it's going to work. Let's see. Let me let them know. Here we go. Let me see. Now we got to get Hugo back. Now we got to get Hugo back. That's what we have to do. Okay. Let's try this now. I got a feeling this is going to be okay. Oh, we got a call here. Okay, let's see.
Global Tel Link, you have a prepaid call from
Hugo Orozco.
an incarcerated individual at the Pleasant Valley State Prison.
Here we
Colorado,
go. Let's
California.
see.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hugo?
It didn't work.
Okay.
It didn't work, Marge.
Thank you for doing that. I just added him as a contact. I'm wondering if that's going to help. I'm telling him to call right back. So let's see what's going on. Settings, app, phone, screen. Oh, okay. Thank you, Buccinator. Let me try that too. I just asked him to call us back now. And we'll see what happens. We got this. Please comment. Okay. Let me see. City March can you tell Richie? Oh, okay. So Richie, Aunt Jerry is here and says she loves you.
Okay, I love her right back.
Oh, I love that. I love all the support.
That networking is it's powerful for us that are on this side of the ropes, right? Having that support it's plays an important role on rehabilitation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you guys have so much support. It's like, it's so awesome. It really is. Let me see if Keith calls now. Thank you, Buccinator. I got, everyone helps. It's amazing here. Okay. Let me see if he answered me. I told him to try again. Times at the phone. Okay, so I'm hoping he gets this message because I don't see him on his tablet now, which is strange. March, this is, wait, I can't see it. This is, tell my, hey, Georgia. Okay, let's see if we get this call in. I hope he reads it. I don't see him on his tablet though now. Like it's not lit up. I see Hugo's lit up. Richie's lit up. I could see when yous are on, it's green. He isn't. I said, please try back. Thank you, Kitty. All right. Well, while we're waiting for Keith, hopefully he gets the message. I'm watching the phone. Everyone, I do want to welcome Richie and Hugo, and hopefully our co-host Keith Erickson, he'll get in here soon. I want to welcome them to the platform. They are incarcerated in two different prisons. They're not in the same prison, but they are friends. How long have you known each other? Hugo.
Well, I've been Richie. Yeah. Monitored and recorded. I've been Richie in 2024.
24? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. That's amazing. So I'm going to do a brief intro real quick. So tonight on Charge with Change, we're asking powerful questions. Can a person truly change? Our guests tonight, Hugo, Richie, and my incarcerated co-host, Keith Erickson, aren't answering the questions from a textbook. They are answering it from real life experience. These men have spent decades navigating the California prison system and a prison gang culture built around loyalty, reputation, survival, and violence. But tonight isn't about glorifying who they once were. It's about who they choose to become. They made the difficult decision to walk away from old beliefs, destructive lifestyle, and today use their experiences to mentor others, encourage accountability, and show that your past does not have to get the final word. And tonight we want you to be involved. Ask the hard questions. Ask about gangs, rehabilitation, accountability, redemption, and whatever genuine change is possible. Because tonight we are not just talking about change. You're going to hear from 3 men who are living it. Welcome to Charged with Change. So welcome, everyone. I appreciate everyone for being here. Sorry about the technical difficulty. We're still waiting on Keith. I mean, I see the phone's working. We'll see what happens. But we're going to continue. We're going to keep going. So, Richie, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. First and foremost, thank you for inviting me and having me on this platform and allowing me this opportunity to share my story and to continue to help that growth and that healing, not just within myself, but in our communities. I'm 39 years old. I'm out of the county of Los Angeles, the city of Whittier. I've been incarcerated almost pretty much since 2006, and almost all my time incarcerated. Besides this last 2 years of my change, which is my change transformation, I've lived on the maximum security guard, and it's been just really, really violent. As I came into the prison system, I was actually a scared individual. Didn't know what this was gonna hold for my future. But as I started to navigate through the waters of this environment, I understood. What I understood also at a young age was that in this culture and environment, violence got you respect, it solves problems, and furthers the reputation, which is my agenda at that time, right? Not knowing my identity, still trying to figure it out. I held on to this identity, which was my moniker, and at all costs, I needed to protect that. So as I went through the prison system, I remember seeing my first step and being right next to the individual, and it was actually a real moment, right? Because it was, oh wow, this is happening, and it was at my first yard. And from there, it continued, from first being shocked by it, fear, to now embracing it and becoming part of it. And I seen in this environment, if you didn't become accustomed to those ways, you could also be sought out as a victim. So I just went with the flow and was being taught by other destructive individuals. And I found myself deep into the prison culture and the gangs, very deep with gangs. And as if I took myself back in childhood, right? Being raised by a single mother and, seeing a lot of gang environment, being around the gang environment and that culture, into everything that I knew, violence, domestic violence, I never seen that those affirmations, that attention, love, acceptance. As a child, I didn't know that I needed that, but some way, somehow, I was going to get that, and that led me to the streets, and I found it. However, when I did find it, it was amongst other broken individuals who came from similar households as me. And I didn't know that connection we had. I felt it, but I never knew what it was. Well, that's what it was. Those were first childhood experiences. And we look to the streets for caretakers, right? And our caretakers end up being the older individuals involved in our gangs. And they taught us their ways. Once I came to prison, before I came to prison, I remember I got that love, acceptance, attention, affirmations from these individuals. And it was in a negative way, right? It could have been from a spray can to a gun. And when I did things with those, I was given a pat on the shoulder, like, that's right, you're doing a good job. And I remember it was like a high for me. I'll never forget hearing it the first time, like, wow, I did a good job completing my mission. and then you come to prison. And that was abandonment and defiance. But that didn't matter to me because I had already.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I had already got the attention level from these individuals, so it didn't matter. I ignored it, came into prison, and everything just spiraled out of control from there. Little by little, I continued, one tattoo, another one. Until my complete face and body was covered in tattoos, gang tattoos, and just losing myself in that. Not having no education, no self-help, guidance, just lost myself in that. And so
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Do you want to call back? Because it's gonna go out on us.
Sure.
Okay. And you go. I know you still have time. Do you want to call back so we're in sync?
Yeah.
Okay, call back. Oh, I know. Every 15 minutes we have to do this. Baconator, that's funny. Yeah, you're not kidding. It drives me crazy. So we named her Donna. Donna, not Donna. I have a feeling it wasn't the phone because the phone did ring. I have a feeling it is Keith because now he's completely shut down. So I think it's his tablet that we're having an issue with, but we're good. We're good. We got this now.
This is Global Telelink. You have a prepaid call from an incarcerated individual at the R.J. Donovan Correctional Facility, San Diego, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged. Thank you for using Global Telelink.
There we go. Okay, let me get the other phone.
This is Global Telelink. You have a prepaid call from
Hugo Orozco.
an incarcerated individual at the Pleasant Valley State Prison, Coalinga, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a great. Thank you for using Global Telelink.
There we are. Yes, I did try it. And the thing is, I can tell when they're on their tablets. And for some reason, his tablet's off. So I have a feeling he's having an issue with the tablet at this point. So we got this. We'll keep going. Yeah, because, I could tell when they're online. Like I could see that, I could tell Hugo's here. I could tell Richie, but I can't. His is completely dark now when I go on the app. But okay, Richie. So you know what? And then let's hear a little bit about Hugo for those of you who weren't here when I did the interview with Hugo.
Okay. So my name is Hugo Orozco. I'm 42 years old now. I grew up in South Central in Bell Gardens. I grew up in a dysfunctional home. My father was a gang member. I've experienced, witnessed domestic violence, other type of childhood trauma that affected the way I viewed the world. And I held on to that trauma for a very long time. I started joining gangs since the age of 13. I've helped in the past lifestyle. I helped build the gang, right? We were out of Bell Gardens, Cudahy, and Maywood. Build the gang, and I was in the California prison system as an associate to the prison gang for over 15 years. That was one of my biggest regrets. The countless people we hurt in that lifestyle. It's so destructive, and when you're part of it, you fail to realize how many people you're actually hurting and the pain that you cause them and their loved ones. And I was just stuck in shame, guilt, regret, and I didn't know how to transmute that energy, how to change that, transform that energy into positive energy. So it took a lot. It took a lot of people, and I'm grateful to God. It took a lot of people in my life that believed in me, that said those words. Hey, you know what? I believe in you. I believe you could do better. And they planted the seed of hope. You know, one of those persons is my wife. And she's with me to this day. She's been with me 9 years.
This
And
call
she's
and
seen
your
the whole
telephone
entire
number will be
transformation.
monitored and recorded.
But yeah, I have three. For me, right, this is personal. I have three younger siblings, and when I was deep in my criminality, I involved them in my gang, all three of them. And my brother Giovanni Orozco, he is 36 at the moment, and he's about to get sentenced this month, most likely to life without parole. And that completely shatters my heart. You know, he's still in the lifestyle. My brother Jonas Orozco, he's just finishing 10 years in the Georgia State Penitentiary. And I had sent him over there in 2016 when I was still a criminal. And my brother Ivan, he's at home taking care of my mother. So yeah, you know, my mom and father separated when I was around 12. And my father's abandonment, you know, that's one of my ACEs, one of my adverse childhood experiences that completely shattered my heart. You know, I felt incomplete. I felt unwanted. I felt that there was something wrong with me, and I lost a piece of my soul. I remember my brother Giovanni begging him not to leave, and he left, you know, never to return. But it's okay. I've healed from that. You know, I've forgiven the many people that hurt me in the past. And today, you know, we use that experience to help other people that are still struggling with that energy, with that affliction, with that pain. So that's the beautiful work that I do. That's the beautiful work that Keith does. And I hear that that's the beautiful work that Richard is doing over there at his facility. And thank you, Marge. Thank you for creating this platform. And I thank all the listeners and all the viewers for tuning in.
Oh, thank you. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you to their family and friends who are also joining us. And, of course, to my community. You guys are awesome. So we do have some questions we're going to ask. So the first question is for both of you. We'll have Richie answer it first. So before transformation became possible, who did each of you believe you had to be in order to survive prison?
Monitored and recorded.
Richie, do you want to answer that first? Oh, the phone's still open. Richie?
Yeah, we lose Richie.
Then you know what? The phone's still open with them on, and it's hello. Let me.
Yeah, the system is having a lot of technical difficulties.
It just hung up. Yeah. So and I think too, Hugo, that it's because they're doing, they're transferring things over because it's going to a whole new. There's going to be another app, and it might be that we're having issues with.
Yes.
So the phone was open all this time. I guess he couldn't. It just shut. So we'll see if he calls back.
Oh.
I know, that was strange. Here we go. He's calling back.
This is Global Tel Link. You have a prepaid call from
Richie.
An incarcerated individual at the R.J. Donovan
And
Correctional
this does
Facility,
happen
San
sometimes.
Diego, California.
This
This
does
call
happen.
and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Especially
You have
until
a
they get
prepaid
this
call.
settled.
You will
Like
not
for
be charged
Tuesday.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Richie? Hey, we lost you there.
Okay. I was listening to the whole time.
You were listening and we couldn't hear you. Yeah.
It does that sometimes.
And I think because, I don't know, I think because they're redoing these tablets, I heard we have to do, hey, Jamie, I heard we have to do a new app also, Secure Us. That's what I heard.
Secure Us.
Yeah. Jamie, I was trying to tell Keith to try the phone now, but we're having issues. All the phones are basically. Yeah, that was strange because I was like, I didn't know where you went, Richie, but you're here. So Richie, I'm going to have you answer this question first. So before transformation became possible, who did each of you believe you had to be in order to survive prison?
So, for me, for sure, I felt I had to be that tough, uh, macho man, unbreakable, wise, observant, aware, um, resistant, rebellious, hardest gang member here on the yards that I was at. Most definitely, uh, because I couldn't. There's no way I could show, who that real person was behind that mask that I was wearing. Um, in this society in here, it would be played on, right? If you showed any weakness, whoever your true genuine character is, right? So you want to put up this facade as you're this unbreakable badass, and um, that's what I felt I needed to be inside of here before that transformation became possible.
Right. Hugo, do you want to answer that question?
Yeah, so when I came into the system, I came in 2003, so I believe that I had to adapt to my environment. So I was very observant. I was very young, and my surroundings was highly violent. So I believe I had to be violent. I had to be in the front lines, always vigilant, ready for anything to happen. I was reactive. I was impulsive, and this was on a daily basis. It was no different from my home. It was no different from the streets that I grew up in.
This call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
It transformed me to be even more callous, more violent, and I was just in all my character defects, in all of them. So that's the person that I believe that I had to become in the system.
Right. So before we go any further, Richie, early this morning, I got a picture of you from your graduation. Can you tell us about your graduation? Okay. I just want your wife sent it to me. I love it. I'm so proud of you.
Okay. Thank you very much. So that was a pivotal moment. That was a pivotal moment for me because prior to that, I would see individuals wear this cap and gown, and I never even knew what the tassel was. I just used to see it, and I actually used to make fun of people who would wear this because I would actually call them, out of the name. And look at them, they look so stupid with that little thing on their cap. But the truth behind that was I wanted that.
Mm-hmm.
But where I came from, I always seen that I know we can't do that. There's no way that's unattainable. So I would make fun of it. So fast forward, as I'm going through these level 4 yards and still being violent and actually, having hospital visits through being destructive on those yards, I get a transfer and I get into this a trade, and it's CRT, computer simulated technology. And as I went through the motions to get in there, I really didn't want to be in there so much, but as I was in there, my instructor had seen potential inside of me that I hadn't seen in myself. And I still remember one day she had talked to me and told me, you know what, you're a very intelligent individual. You're very well spoken. God has blessed you, with being able to talk. But I must say, you're just hiding behind all those tattoos all over your face. And I remember I felt insulted at that moment because it was the truth. But I hadn't had that education, that insight into what that meant.
This call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
My instructor believing in me actually made me believe in myself. And that, in turn, made me want to become the best student in that class, for sure. And that's what it became. I graduated with the honors, and I was able to do a speech. Now, when this happened, my little brother, Hector Young, was going to travel over to come and see that happen. Well, for unforeseen reasons, he was unable to make it. And this meant everything to me. To put on that cap and gown, somebody who looked like me, people I came from, like there's no way I could do this, but now he wasn't able to make it. And within 24 hours, this is how great Jesus is. He put it on my sister Selena Segura, which is my oldest sister. I love her to death, and to come and see me graduate. Keep in mind, this is a 24-hour notice. So as I'm getting ready to go, I'm like, there's no way she's going to show up. If nobody showed up in that moment when I graduated, I really felt this was going to be shattering to me. And it was going to be discouraging. And I actually was going to be like, you know what, this is all for nothing or not. So while I'm in line getting ready to walk through for the graduation ceremony, they pull me aside and tell me, do you have a sister? Yes. What's her name? Selena Segura. You have nieces and nephews? Yes. Aiden and Abime. Okay, that's all we want to know. They actually let her in with no California ID.
Wow.
No driver's license. No birth certificate for the children. This is unheard of.
Right.
So she was able to come in. She seen me do a speech. The news people were there, taking pictures, whatnot. And I graduated, getting my certificate, my certification, and that right there made me believe, like, man, maybe I could do more.
Right.
Maybe I am smart.
Absolutely. I love that picture because the only other graduation picture I saw was Joe's when Joe graduated. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I saw Joe's graduation. I sure did. So proud of him too. But that's awesome.
Yeah, that moment when that happened, I call that my success suit. And after that, I wanted many more of those success suits. And from there, it's just been
yeah,
I was just rolling up, knocking down barriers and completing education and going all the way to right now where I'm at, right? Peer support specialist.
Right.
Helping out
a peer support specialist he is.
And who would know that peer support specialists are who first helped me? Two was right there inspiring me and telling me, these amazing affirmations that I'm not used to hearing, right? Mm-hmm. And it's almost hard to accept them as well because you're not used to hearing them.
Right.
But peer support specialists had seen something in me that I didn't see myself. And they were encouraging and they were consistent. Absolutely. And they showed up day in, day out. And these are other individuals that I knew were very destructive. Right. And they helped me, guided me through the way. Come full circle. Now I'm a peer support specialist. Yeah. Paying that.
That's right. Richie, could you call back real quick? I know your time isn't up, but so you're on the same time with Hugo.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. We try to keep them so I'm not going back and forth too much. So we'll get it closer.
An incarcerated individual at the Pleasant Valley State Prison, Coalinga, California. This call and/or telephone number will
Crystal, that song is so good. Well, My Girl was my song forever. Before I knew Suave.
Thank you for using Global Tel-Link.
I can't believe Keith can't call in. Like I said, his tablet isn't even working. Hugo, we're just waiting on, here he is, Richie.
Also, too, I wanted to tell you, Marge, it got difficult to hear Richie. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
An incarcerated individual at the Andre Donovan.
No, Keith is okay, Crystal. It's just the phone. We're having issues with the phones. And Jamie's on. Jamie's in here also, Hugo, Keith's wife. And she said they had the same issue this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, she said he had the same issue this morning. So they are getting new tablets. They are way overdue for their tablets. Trust me. Like over a year ago, we started talking about the new tablets. So I don't know what was going on. I checked the phone. I did the settings. Beckinator helped me also. I did all that. It's not the phone. We had issues with the other two phones. Now,
Last night I was on with three men from Donovan. We didn't have an issue. Like the phones all rang, so I don't think it's on my end. I believe it's on their end. Like Richie was just on with me. He can hear me, but we couldn't hear him. So something's going on. And I believe because they're the transition with the tablets, I think, because these are getting new ones Tuesday, hopefully. And I don't know about you, Richie. I heard the second week in August for Donovan.
Yes, something's supposed to be something like that, and
Yeah.
possibly put off till September.
Put out till September. I don't want to hear that. Because that's what I'm not. I know, because every time it gets close, and my friend Ray and Parker and George, everybody knows this, and Lisa, every time it gets close, that they back away from it.
This call and your telephone number.
So we're just praying it all works out. But anyway, so we're going to go to our next question. And this one we're going to do is for you, Hugo. When you first entered the California prison system, what did gang culture appear to offer you as far as protection, identity, belonging, etc.?
Yes, it provided acceptance, validation, a sense of identity, power, respect, survival, status, and money. You know, people taught me how to make money, and I fell right in. It was, you know, it was a smooth transition from the street gang to the prison gang, and also too, I didn't have to think about my guilt, the guilt that I was feeling for being convicted. You know, for my crime, I'm convicted of murder. So, and it helped me not think of the hopeless situation I was in. Let me explain that further. When I came into the system, to the CDCR, with CDC, California Department of Corrections, there was almost no rehabilitation. And for the lifer community, we were never going home alive. Like, it was rare. So we were not going home alive or healthy or walking. And then we went home at all. It was with a terminal disease. So it was a very hopeless existence. It was very sad. And you know, it helped me not to think about that.
Right.
Yeah.
I have to say, Hugo, you come through so well, like with your tablet, the call. The last time I spoke to you too, yours is so different than most people, like loud and clear, and it's crazy how good it is. So I hope it stays that way.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife said that sometimes there's like a 4-second delay.
And there is. Sometimes there are delays, because last night, even with the questions and talking to each other, like someone would start talking and the other person was talking already. And it was, but you can't help that because we are all on a delay. Like with this, you guys are definitely on a delay. But you sound, yours is great. So Richie, you're doing good too. I mean, yours goes in and out a little bit, but it's been holding.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
So question number 3, and I'm going by these questions because my co-host Keith set up the questions, told me who's answering what questions. So the next question is for Richie. Richie, was there a specific moment when you realized the lifestyle you once believed protected you was actually imprisoning you in another way?
Yes, most definitely. I had that moment of realization when I just remember going back and thinking about all I cared about was what was going on in here, and I didn't care about nothing else. I didn't care about what was going on in society. I didn't care about what my loved ones felt. If they felt, you know, they were hurting, they were sad. I was just so invested into this lifestyle here, right? Of the violence, of making money, of doing their agenda. And I got so caught up in it that I found myself not even thinking about my family, my daughters, my son, victims, or even going back into society. are ever growing and changing. I also felt imprisoned by lack of love, which eventually altered my behavior. So I did have the moment where I had that realization of I'm actually being imprisoned by this lifestyle, by this culture, by these individuals.
Right, right. And I want to let everyone know, and also Hugo, I think you're familiar with this, and Richie, and your families, the families that are out there. And one of my mods could put YouTube channel Charge with Change. This live will be downloaded on there tomorrow. By tomorrow, I'll have it. So any family members you need to get it can go there and get it, or you can message me, Richie, or and Hugo knows that, and I will send it. I will send it over to your family members. But we do download all these, and they go on our YouTube channel. Cindy, could you pin that Charge with Change? So you can find every interview we ever did on that channel on YouTube. Because once we end this on TikTok, it goes away. They don't keep replay. I have to download the replay, then I have to upload the replay. So it'll be available tomorrow. Yeah. And trust me, Hugo, I just did last night's. It took me 3.5 hours to download it. Now I have to upload it tonight onto YouTube yet. So that won't take as long, but it does take long. So I will have this live done by tomorrow. I'll download it during the night and we'll upload it. And we just lost Richie. Yep, we just lost Richie. Let's see. He'll probably call us back. The tablets are acting up. I can't wait till they get new tablets, but we're going to see what happens. It's been so bad lately. Jamie, I know, like, it's not, Keith thought it might have been the phone, and it's not because I called it. And then a friend of mine told me what to check. But we had issues with them calling in at first. They had, actually, Hugo had to shut down and restart. But now we just lost Richie. That's twice.
Yeah.
Hugo, it's me and you.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
See how fun live when
right
you
here,
wait, I know you are. When we do a live, like anything can happen. Here he is. We got him.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
This is Global Tailgate. You have a prepaid call from an incarcerated
I wonder if they're working on the system.
MargeC and Correctional Facility, San Diego, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid. Thank you for using Global Tailgate.
Richie,
Yeah, somebody,
you're back. We lost you. Oh,
yeah, it did it to me.
oh, okay, okay, all right. So now our next question is for Hugo. What was harder, Hugo, earning respect within the gang culture or learning how to live without needing that kind of respect?
Oh man, it was really easy to live in the gang culture for me, right? Like I said, it was a smooth transition from the street to the prison gang, right? Mm-hmm. So learning how to live without needing that kind of respect is much more difficult at the beginning, right? Anybody could be violent, anybody could be impulsive, rash, reckless, right? Respond with violence to violence. But once a way of living, right, becomes a conscious effort, right, meaning that you try hard to make this new action a habit and take 66 days to form a habit, right? The time and experience, right, gives you that confidence, right, in this new walk, in this new lifestyle. And then you start hearing it from others like, man, I know that guy, he's changing, he's different. Like, I want what he's having. He's always happy, he's always positive. And then once you receive that peer support, once people like come along in the bandwagon and you see that you're creating the change that you want to see from within, it's just really easy. Like pretty much like I recommend it for everybody, and I tell them the truth. Like at first it's scary, but once you do it for a certain period of time, it gets really easy.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Absolutely.
So we have question number 6, and that is for Richie. Did you have to grieve the person you used to be, or relationships and identities connected to that person in order to become who you are today?
So, yeah, that's a really good question right there. Yes, most definitely, right? Because I had to lay to rest. I had to lay to rest that person, that identity, and I had to look back at those parts of me that I had to shape in order to move forward, and in order to heal. That was going to help me heal, shaping those parts of me, and you have to acknowledge those parts of you, and do exactly that. Although there's grieving involved in shedding those parts and building my self anew, those parts of me actually served me at one point. Um, I know for sure they kept me safe, and I needed them because of the world I lived in. However, now I understand that I don't need them. And my whole identity revolves around the moniker now that I went by, which was Termite. And all I thought about was what everybody thought about that name and said about that name. And letting that go it was actually scary. Because although I knew change is good, I didn't know what change would bring. Um, I was used to this violent, hostile environment. I came accustomed to numerous, if not just at least one stabbing a week. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. That was my normal. And it became to this used to it. I'm used to it. Now, I felt safer here in this environment, living this way, than that change because it was more, is that change possible for me? Is anybody going to help me? Is it going to be easy? What's it going to look like?
Right.
And so it was actually to the point that it was so scary that I didn't even give it a chance. I could have came right back to this lifestyle if I didn't like it, but I never even gave it a chance. And so losing that identity and picking it up, I did have to grieve that person. And along the way, I lost relationships, identities connected to that person. Because in order to become this person and let that go, I was going to lose people that looked at me now weak, no respect, everything that I craved for. It was like the moment that I wanted to grow, they wanted me to continue to stay right there with them and crawl. And the ones that were always failing and just still stepping that were the first ones to give their opinion, to speak on it. And so I lost those individuals that were there with me, that I looked at as my friends. Like, man, what are they going to think about me now? Now he's now no longer part of our society. He's weak. He's no good in their eyes. So yeah, I did have to grieve that. But in shedding that, I gained what I am now. I grew this character that I am now.
Absolutely. And I love that. One second, let me get this call. And you're good. We're just going to keep going with the calls the way they are. It's good. But I do have, so if anyone has any questions that are, any of the viewers that have any questions, I do have a question, Hugo, for you. Someone said, hello, I have a question. Oh, there it is. Hello, I have a question for Hugo. What was the hardest part about leaving? Oh, I got to open that up. Leaving the, why can't I see the whole thing? Leaving the that lifestyle.
Oh, yeah. So the hardest part, right, was that I already believed in that lie, that the false like the mask that I was wearing, right? My moniker was Smiley before, so that mask that I was wearing, that character that I had created, that alter ego, had become part of me. So I compare it to Venom, the Marvel character, I believe. More than Venom, he's an alien, right? He becomes enmeshed with a human being. So that human being gets superpowers. So it was the same way, and I struggled with anxiety. I struggled with my fears. I struggled for years, right? But the people that were my support network, they kept encouraging me because I didn't do good at first in my new lifestyle. I kept stumbling. I kept failing. I kept having setbacks, and I trudged that path. I faced my fears, and that's what courage is. Courage is knowing that you're afraid and still facing those battles and still persevering and persisting and coming on top. So yeah, it was really difficult at first. I'd say for about the first 3.5 years.
Oh, okay. I'm sure.
Yeah.
And if anyone has any questions for either one of the gentlemen, please let me know. And my mods, if you can catch it and just pin it for me, because when the comments are moving, it gets a little tough to catch them sometimes. So you go. So you also have the next question. So was there someone who saw potential in you before you were capable of seeing it in yourself? What impact did they have?
Yeah, there was several people, right? My wife, right? OCS, Mr. Rahodes, right? That's Organized Crime Squad. He works for Sacramento, and they had a thick file on me, right? From being an associate and being with those people, right? In the prison gang, and Mr. Villa as well. And my wife, and they just told me, like, what's going on? You have a light within you, and it's ready to come out to the world, and you're so much greater than this, than hurting others and just living this criminal lifestyle. Like, I believe in you, and that gave me inspiration. Like people just don't know that some of us have never heard those words.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And they told me that, right? Mr. Villa gave me a laudatory chrono. It made me cry because I had never heard that before. I believe in you. And it's so inspiring. I started working, 24/7 on groups, asking other mentors, asking facilitators, right? And sharing with them, being vulnerable. What haunts me, the past, and they're the one that advised me, like, you need to heal from that trauma. You need to forgive those people that hurt you, right? In order to grow. You can't grow if you're still hurting. You can't grow if you're holding on to that resentment, right? You're keeping it for whatever reason. So once I was able to do that, right, I had regret for what I'd done, right? And I wanted to learn how to make amends. So the first thing was to forgive myself and then move forward and acquire new habits, a new lifestyle, education, vocations, group therapy, and all the things that we need to do, right? Fix relationships that we have broken, ask people for forgiveness, all those things that we need to do that completes us, right, as a human being. And yeah, I mean, it's been a long journey, but I have more people in my support group, and I thank God for that, right? Of course,
Absolutely.
Believing in God helps immensely. I couldn't have done that. Couldn't have done all this work without God either.
Absolutely. That's a given. You know that. So this is for either one. So we'll go to Richie with this one. What is one thing you miss most about home? Well, we'll get at that from both of you. Loopy.
Okay.
Richie, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh.
What is it? What was the question?
So this one is, what is one thing you miss most about home?
About home.
About home, yes.
My family.
My family, yeah. Absolutely.
my loved ones,
Mm-hmm.
My daughters, son, wife. Yeah, I did that home feeling of being able to know that you go there and that felt like a safe place. You know, maybe growing up, I didn't feel that safeness within that home at that time.
Right.
But if I look back right now, for sure, all these years in the incarceration and the environments I was in, just extreme violence, yeah, the
Yeah.
family, the loved ones, the get-togethers, and being able to interact,
Right.
being, oriented.
Absolutely. Hugo, how about you?
Yeah, so when my family was together, and I remember I was 11 years old, and we celebrated Christmas together. My grandma was still alive, my grandpa was still alive, and we had a big family reunion in Ontario in my aunt's house. So, the food, the buñuelos, my cousins, all my cousins were there. It was like 30 something of us. And we had a fire going, and we were cooking and grilling and laughing.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I cherish those memories, and I hold them dear to my heart and close to my heart. And they're priceless.
Oh, yes, I love that. Yeah. And it says, hi, this is, I don't want to say your name wrong. So this is Richie's cousin. It's Lilah.
You have
Richie?
60 seconds remaining.
Lila.
Yes. Okay. I didn't want to mess that up. So and what's he miss? It says what he misses about home. Yep. So he misses his family, of course. He misses everyone. Yep. I know Richie's going to have to call back. It's going to go out.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll call that in.
All right. So we'll have him call back.
Yes.
You keep getting dropped, Cindy. Oh my God. Even TikTok wants to act up. What is going on today?
TikTok's having difficult.
Yeah, a couple of the ladies in here, they got kicked out. It's crazy. This is like strange. And my friend Ray was in the box and it dropped her a couple times. She was up here with me. 3 times, Kitty?
It's probably the heat.
Yeah, right? It keeps freezing on you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I know,
It's
probably.
like 100 and something degrees.
I know, you guys are really, I heard how hot it is there. There goes Richie.
Yeah.
This is Global Telly. You have a prepaid call from.
That's strange. Is it okay now?
An incarcerated individual at the R.J. Donovan Correctional Facility
Is it
in
good?
Diego, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Okay. Thank you,
for
Tiff.
using Global Tellink.
Okay. So I have to pull this up. So now this next question is for each of you. We'll have Hugo, you can answer this one first. How do you reconcile becoming a respected mentor today with the harm you may have caused during an earlier chapter of your life?
Well, I remind myself that that's what we're doing. We're making amends for what we've done in the past, right? And putting the work in to be worthy of that redemption that we spoke about last time. So I remind myself how far I've come, right? How far I'm going, and all my goals, and how I'm of service to others, right? I've forgiven myself for the past, right? And I use that energy, right, from the regrets. All that energy, I turn into knowledge for other people, mentorship, and this allows for genuine connections with my peers, because they know that I understand where they're coming from. They know that if they're in the pre-contemplative stage, if they're thinking about changing, or they say, I want to change, and they have the desire, right? They know that I'm going to speak to them with compassion, understanding, patience, and it makes it easier for everybody to have a positive relationship. And I share with them, listen, at the beginning it's difficult. I stumbled, I failed, I failed completely a few times, but I got back up. If you fall 8 times and get up 9, you're still moving forward. And that's what I remind myself, that, don't judge myself harshly.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Absolutely.
Always have compassion for self and others, and move forward.
And keep getting up. Absolutely.
Yeah, keep getting up.
Yeah. Richie, how about you?
So for me, for sure, and it falls right in line with what Hugo said, right? I'll piggyback off him. Is making amends, and that could be directly, indirectly, or living amends, right? If there's no way that you can actually show the person that you changed, or tell the person you're sorry about that, actually, harm you have caused, but also acceptance. For sure, acceptance of me, by accepting the life that I once lived and the harm that I have caused, and making sure that I'm making the right choices every day so I don't repeat that. That could be by showing up every single day, showing consistency, sincerity, the new person, not because it's a show, but because it's genuine, it's real, and knowing other people are watching and maybe looking for help, looking for guidance.
Right.
And also possibly those doubting me because of my past. And now I'm having regard and love for myself. And in turn, I can have that same love and regard for others and being of service. As a peer support specialist, we implement each one teach one, and our lived experiences is what these others are going to relate to. It's no more time for well, this person doesn't look like they could change, or that everyone could change.
Right.
It's possible for everybody to have their opportunity of hope, redemption. I didn't just do this on my own. I had, for example, I had Hugo giving me amazing compliments and affirmations that sometimes I said earlier it's hard to accept them because I didn't see it myself.
Right.
So just waking up every day and making sure that you're making those amends.
Absolutely. So I have a question in the chat. It says,
16 seconds remaining.
what has been the most challenging well-being while being incarcerated, besides being away from their families? What has been the most challenging while being incarcerated?
You want me to answer, or Richie? Because the call's going to end.
Yeah, I'll let Richie answer, and then you call back. Okay. Go ahead, Richie.
So I would say for sure, struggling with my identity, struggling with who I really was, because behind the irony, I knew I wasn't violent. I knew I didn't like violence. I knew I wasn't this person that was portraying. But yet I was continuing to further myself into these agendas and ideologies that I had came to know. And I knew I didn't like to commit to hurt this person that I did. I thought it was wrong. There was this conviction there. And not being able to actually be who I was. Because if it was out there, if I had put it, I'm an actually giving person. I actually have a big heart. I'm a peacemaker. that will be sought out from the community, of these other dangerous individuals that I was rolling around or associating myself with. I'm still struggling with that identity.
Right. Exactly. And I do, Richie, I have a
This call
message.
and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
It says, "Can you have my cousin Richie? If you can call us, me and my brother. They miss you. Your cousin."
Okay.
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 Yes, they miss
Thank
you.
you
So
very much.
give them a call. All right. Let's see. Because sometimes I'm trying to get to all the messages. Okay.
Okay.
So the next one, let's see, number 10. So this one is also for Richie. This says, what is the difference between saying I've changed and actually demonstrating change consistently over years?
Okay. So I would say the pattern of behavior is the pattern of behavior in your daily behavior. If you're doing good, it will show. When you're really changing, you start to view yourself in a different light, and you hold yourself accountable, and you start caring about what people say, what they think. The level of community comes maximum, and I know for me, I've got people that look up to me. I've got as a principal specialist with the leaders of some of the leaders in this community, as well as like Joe. He's an OMCP counselor, and we have to set the example of change and show that change is real.
Right.
So as I get up every day, I remind myself, right, that Jesus, he allowed me to breathe. He gave me another day, another opportunity to help others, to continue to show redemption. And I make sure that I reach out to every single person. I mean, I could see 3 individuals in wheelchair that, and I take notice. I watch everything, and I make sure that I walk up to them and let them know, hey, can I get a second of your time? Introduce myself and tell them, if they need any assistance, anything I can be there for them. And I tell them it's not just as a support specialist, but this is another incarcerated person as a brother of yours, man. And I have some individuals tell me to be in tears of why you want to do this for me.
Right.
Or why are you coming over here cleaning myself for me? Because I love you, man. Because you matter. And in those moments, it's not an act. It's genuine. Right. I get to be that person that I really am. I don't have to hold back.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. So you go. What do you say to the young men entering prison who believe joining a gang is his only realistic way to survive?
So, right, if they come to me, right, I know they're having second thoughts about what decision to make and what to do. So I ask them open-ended questions, right, so they could reach their own conclusion, and ask them, what matters most to you? And 99% of the time, they say my family, my children, going back to them, going home, right? And then I ask them, well, how is a gang lifestyle? How is this gang going to help you reach those goals? How is that going to get you home? How is that going to keep you with your family? And then they answer like, you know what, you're right. I said, you don't really need to make that choice. And then I ask them about education, if they have vocational goals, what are they like doing, that they work in the free world. And once I help them see and realize that they matter, that their work matters, some of them did construction, Some of them were electricians. Then I hit them with, you are not your crime. Because I know that's what it is. They're struggling with what they did. So they say, oh, I did this, right? And they're having that shame, that guilt, that remorse. And they don't know how to use that energy. So I guide them in that path. And then I invite them to groups. But yeah, and ultimately, most of them make the right choice, while some of them still associate with the gangs, and it's okay. And I'll still talk to them.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I remind myself that was me, that I didn't listen
Right.
when I was young. So, yeah, so that's what I do.
And all you can do is hope they come around like you did, and absolutely.
Yes.
Yep. So Richie, can someone successfully leave the prison gang mentally without first understanding what emotional needs that lifestyle was filling for them?
Oh, no. I believe you cannot leave that gang mentality without fully understanding what needs you are feeling. But you have a false need of sense of pride, loyalty, and wherever you see it, and those needs come up, you're going to gravitate to it. And that's just creatures of habit. If you don't challenge yourself to dig deep and question your beliefs, I feel like how would you understand why you chose to seek for acceptance, and especially in a criminal game?
Right.
If you don't understand these factors, you're going to have a very difficult time getting away from your destructive behaviors, patterns, lifestyles that have caused you so much trouble, pain, hurt. And if that's so, it can easily get you back to drawing into that lifestyle, that culture. So they must be addressed. You must be willing to be that's vulnerability right there. And I remember when I heard about this one.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I had never actually heard of the word.
Right.
I hadn't even heard of it being thrown around. So when I heard about this, I was so uneducated that I actually thought that this word was connected to some type of banking, a bank account, until they educated me on it. And when I heard
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I had to challenge myself, I had to dig deep and go back to childhood.
Right.
And that surface trauma. And that was everything that I had put a wall up from, like, oh no, we can't talk about that. No way. Until I knew that I could trust these people.
Right.
So I knew somebody cared. And when I did, I couldn't believe how the next person, everybody that was sitting right there next to me, was just like, it was humanizing. And so digging deep and going, addressing those feelings and needs, it must be taking place. It has to be taking place.
Right.
In order to grow.
Okay, and it's going to go out, so you're going to have to call back. I called that one. Oh, Hugo, how's it going? Are you all right there?
Yes, I'm right here. Yeah,
I know.
what Richard is sharing.
Yeah, I know. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy he's so comfortable. And I'm good. Before I ask your next question, I'm going to wait for him to come back so he can hear it. But I'm so happy that he's enjoying this. He wanted to do it. I heard from Joe also how excited he was that, he had the opportunity to come on and tell his story and answer some questions and be with us tonight. And I love that.
No, ever since I met him, I
An
knew he wasn't
incarcerated
right.
individual
Right.
at
Well,
Hannigan
Yeah.
Correctional Facility, San Diego, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a
Let me
prepaid
just
call. You will not be
accept this.
charged for this call. Thank you for
There we
using
go.
Global Tel Link.
Okay. So now this next one, of course, it's for you, Hugo. What programs, education opportunities or relationships had the greatest influence on your own transformation?
Well, yeah, starting in 2016, right? I was still in the lifestyle back then. The CDCR became in partnership with many colleges and universities, and I actually attended College of the Redwoods, right, out of Eureka. I was up north at the time, and the instructors that believed in us, right, they began to plant those seeds of hope, those seeds of change, right? My wife, the relationships, my wife, my children, my family, right? Their constant support, and all the restorative justice I'm involved in, Prison of Peace, AVP, right, Walking the Yard, CGA, and I wanna send a shout out to my co-facilitator for CGA, Israel Flores, and also too before that, when the law started to change because the California voters decided that we were youthful offenders, and they wanted to make that choice to give us a second opportunity, right? Senate Bill 260, Senate Bill 261, right? The Franklin case, and assembly members, everybody, right? And the people that represent me, the USC PCJP Clinic, Attorney Heidi Romo, Daniel Wilkins, Victoria McCaffrey, right? How they believe in me, and they tell me, they remind me how proud they are of everything that we do, me, Keith, Richard, all the peer support specialists, all the facilitators, all the mentors. I mean, that's what it's about, right?
Right.
And when we help these people change, and we inspire transformation, right? We do it with the victim, right, at heart. So we say, how are we making amends? How are we repairing the damage that we have caused in the past?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That humbles us to remain driven and focused on making amends and living our life in a positive manner.
Absolutely. So, Richie, what is missing from rehabilitation side of the California prison system that you believe could prevent future violence?
Okay, so I would say encouragement from staff, administration, for those incarcerated persons who are here, and even more so in the right, those that are headed in the right direction. More custody involvement, and like for instance, right, more community building together, caring, thoughtful, compassionate staff. As Hugo has been mentioning, right, the California Department of Correction and Rehabilitation have transformed. They've come some way.
This call and your
we never had these
telephone number will be
opportunities.
monitored and recorded.
We never had those opportunities that we have today, and they just weren't there. For Hugo, we come from the similar dark levels of custody and the environments of the violent, hostile places we were, and there was no hope in life. Life meant life. You never see nobody who had life that went home. It just wasn't that way. And I mean, if we were locked down, we would go 18 months straight, a year with no store, no packages, none of that. And now it's no longer that way.
60 seconds remaining.
And they have pushed this reformative advocacy, right? For the California a new model, and we've come some ways, and I want to credit them to these groups that they have here. Or without them, I don't believe that I would have even been right here where I'm at right now. I'd still be stuck in trenches and lost in my ways, and so I would say, just coming together in that unity, and it could even be court mandated, right, to get individuals who are sentenced to a term in groups being court mandated to attend self-help groups. Because now there's accountability.
Right.
And when there's accountability, you see change. You see growth. You no longer see those repetitive cycles of whatever the individuals are doing. Accountability goes a long ways. So, yeah.
Absolutely. It sure does. Yeah. So, Hugo, how can a correctional officer, administrators, counselors, and incarcerated mentors work together without compromising safety or credibility?
And so we work together through communication, right? And trust is never broken. And the communication can never discredit the mentor or the staff or compromise the safety or credibility of the institution. Because how it is, right? The group setting and these conversations as a facilitator, they're confidential. So the staff know that they cannot like question what we're talking about or stuff like that. So these people share their vulnerability with us. And navigating that vulnerability is very critical. Like, you can lose somebody by saying the wrong word or right, they're watching. So they watch our behavior, right, ensuring that, okay, I could trust this guy. Mm-hmm. So it takes time, it takes experience, it takes skill, right, and knowing how to listen, like actually sitting there and listening to everybody, the staff and the individual sharing their truth. And I'm having a situation right now, right, with diplomas for the first cycle of trauma talks, and I'm speaking to the California, the community resource manager, right, and she's directed me to somebody else that's not here at the institution. So my participants, every time they see me in the yard or walking through, they ask me, hey, what happened to our diploma? What happened to our diploma? So a situation like that, I cannot lose my credibility. And I explain that to this individual, and they explain the bureaucracy of everything, because they need to be signed and officiated by the actual group, the organization that's out there in the street. So, yeah, we just working together, communication, and then taking the other person's viewpoint and actions, and not, explaining, don't take this personal, because a lot of people that are still young and change take a lot of things personally, when it actually isn't personal.
Right. Absolutely. So, Richie, Richie, are you there?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure because I saw the phone. So, Richie, for the families watching tonight who have a loved one incarcerated and involved in gang culture, what should they understand about supporting change without enabling destructive behavior?
So I think I believe for families to be more encouraging. I think that encouragement goes a very, very long ways. To the incarcerated loved ones, I myself understand this and know this because I know what that support of having that network, that dialogue, I would see that with other individuals. And I will see that sometimes abused, but I also see that always encouraging. And these incarcerated loved ones of these family members that were having that dialogue and that encouragement, that support, these individuals who were actually doing good. They were functioning, not like all of us lost inside of here, right? I think for incarcerated persons, even to look for the good instead of the bad inside their loved one, right? Building that supportive network in dialogue, having that dialogue with one, it opens up so many more doors. It's inspiring, and for incarcerated persons, we need families, loved ones to honestly love us unconditionally, even when telling us no, at times it may seem too much, or I can't tell them it's okay.
Right.
You know, to hear no sometimes it doesn't mean oh you mean that, right? Sometimes we need to hear that and to be more responsible, right? As families, parents, etc. Knowing at times we may call, right? Some may call and ask for money persistently, knowing where it's going to go,
Right.
and stop being in denial. And instead of that, have these deep, intimate conversations with their loved ones, being open and honest. Because that's going to go a long way. As much as it seems hard, I can't do that to my son or my daughter, or they will never do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stop being in denial and be more encouraging, be more supportive instead of, they're never going to be nothing. They're going to continue in this person, and I'm not going to accept their calls or what it may not be, may or may not be more supportive.
Exactly. So we have a question from one of the viewers, and this is for both of you, but we'll start with you go. So they're asking how do you or did you forgive yourself for the mistakes you made before? And I'm sorry, it's hard to read because it's on white. Go ahead.
Yes, this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That I've forgiven myself for what I've done in the past, and I shared it in the last time I was here that I believe that murder was unforgivable, right? So God helps me, right, and could help people that suffered violent crime accept that human beings, we may be flawed, we may make mistakes, right? But He also created us with innate goodness. So that innate goodness doesn't come automatically. So it needs to be rekindled. It needs to be awakened. We have that when we're a child, right? Before all these things that we consume and our view of the world is distorted. So we get these false beliefs, distorted beliefs, warped beliefs, right? So I forgave myself. I move forward, right? And I make amends. I'm of service. I'm in a dog program. I'm a facilitator. I mentor, and I'm inspired by the energy of the past, what I did, right? And it's impossible to move forward without self-forgiveness. That's my opinion.
Right. Richie, how about you?
So first and foremost, thanks for the question. And number one goes to Jesus, to my God, my Father, coming to Him and seeking forgiveness, asking for forgiveness, and building that relationship with Him, and understand that I am forgiven for that.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I don't have to walk around with this burden on me when I know I can be forgiven. But also,
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
As Chico said, of also making of amends and being of service, whether it's in peer supporting and giving back, in every way I could. Not sometimes, not when I feel good, but every single day, in every second that I'm awake. Also facilitating groups, whether it's Criminal Gangs Anonymous, and digging deep was really, really where I was able to understand why I did what I did, where these defense mechanisms arise, these emotional triggers, and healthy boundaries.
Yep. And he's going to have to call us back.
I really feel bad that Keith couldn't join us tonight. Hugo, I miss him. I
know.
know.
Yeah,
This is like,
his questions were extremely good.
yep. Well, guess what? We can do this again. We can do this again with the three of us and put him in the hot seat and let him answer the questions, and we'll have more for you guys. That's all.
Oh, thank you. That would be
Right?
wonderful. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Yes.
And I know you would be up for it. You're amazing. And thank you, because you introduced us to Richie, and that's how I got Richie through Hugo.
San Diego, California.
And it's funny that my friend's, husband, Joe, like they're friends. Like, what a small world, like when I told Joe who was joining me, so Joe's wife, Paige, is a friend of mine, and he's over at Donovan. And when I told Joe, because I talk to Joe every day also, we message, and I told him who I was having on. He's like, I know Richie, it's my friend. I was like, what? Like, what are the chances of this, It's what a small world. It really is. And Joe's a good person. He really is. Joe's a good person. Yep. So this is for both of you. We'll let you go answer first. So how can the communities on the outside support incarcerated people who are generally doing the work without dismissing the victims or minimizing the harm that was caused?
Oh, this is by creating awareness, right? The restorative justice programs that are provided here in the California system, they have a template for victim awareness. So these people that support us, you and the listeners and people that believe in second opportunities, right? They could.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
They can have that conscious awareness of keeping the victims in mind, right? They need to be heard. What happened to them needs a platform, and by doing that, right, they're gonna see that we know what we did was harmful. We know it completely destroyed their lives, right? And we have changed our behavior, like Richie was saying, right? Words without action are just empty words. Right. So we've changed our behavior, we changed our habits, we've changed the way we live. So once they see that, and it's for a sustained period of time, right, for years, they're gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, man, this guy did validate what I'm saying. He knows my pain. He knows my hurt. He knows I'm the victim cycle. There's 10 stages in the victim cycle, right? So that's how we do it, and they would not feel offended. They will feel validated, respected, right? Their pain would be heard. Yeah.
Absolutely. Richie, how about you?
Every time you hit it right on the spot. So for me, right, I would say by helping the offenders, having those resources available to be able to continue their rehabilitation, all of our rehabilitation upon release, and not only just giving free food, housing, etc., but opportunities to grow, to ensure that we don't reoffend, and providing us with the appropriate resources for growth, recovery, and actually letting us know that if we truly change, that we will be welcomed back into the community and society. And it's rare that we hear that, right, of society accepting us out there, society getting involved in advocating for us, right, until laws have changed. And now we're seeing that. And it's inspiring. We're getting the newspapers, we're getting the brochures of others that are advocating for us, and they do see us. We are noticed. That feels good. I've never seen change the way I see it now. After 2014, 15, things changed, and there's hope now. There's hope, and the community gives us that. So continue to advocate for us and believe that change is possible and give us those opportunities to show that we could be productive members of society.
Right, right.
That we're not always going to be our worst act.
Absolutely.
We could do it. We will do it.
Oh, I have no doubt. So we're just waiting for, here he is. You go to call back. Crystal, I don't know what's going on because it isn't moving the numbers up there. That's kind of strange. I just noticed it now.
You have a prepaid call from
Hugo Orozco.
an incarcerated individual at the Pleasant Valley State Prison, Coalinga, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be.
There we
Thank
go.
you for using Global Tel Link.
Okay, so you're back. So we have another question from the viewers. It's for both of you. So we'll let you go answer this first. What old habits or ways of thinking did you have to let go of first?
Oh, the old habits that I had to let go of first was making fast money, right? That's the
This call and
that's
your
the habit
telephone
that I
number will
struggle
be
with
monitored and
most.
recorded.
So it took me a few years to let that go actually, and I had to battle myself, and I suffered anxiety from it. Right, I didn't know where my money was going to come from, and I had lived that way for so long. So I had to let go of that first because it was my addiction, and it was so devastating. Like what I did to other people, and the people that are addicted, right, to opiates, they, we're all aware that they depend on that drug. Luckily, the CDCR provides medication for that now, Suboxone, right? And we're all grateful for that. But I had to let go of that first.
Oh, okay. How about you, Richie?
So for me, for sure was caring about what these other individuals thought of me, believed in me. I was so much just involved into what are they going to think of me if I make this decision, and am I still going to be good in their eyes? I can't let them down. It was always having that right there at forefront of man, and it was I lack such intelligence to understand that these other ones over here, which are the loved ones, the families waiting for my family, my daughters, they're the ones that I should have been worrying more about. And so it was hard for me to understand that. I couldn't come to grips with understanding that was important to me. So letting that go of caring about what they were going to think of me. I was so scared of failing them and letting them down. And on top of that, the second would be impulsiveness. Mm-hmm. Every time something surfaced, something I was triggered or impulsive, and you just react. And in this community, you let that go. Oh man, that's a weak person right there. He's not with this business, which this culture calls being violent, gang related, and so having that impulsiveness, it was just consistent. You react. Right. Somebody hits you, you hit them back, and that digs back all the way to childhood too. So where did that come from, right? 9 times out of 10, or we come from environments of gang cultures and the minority. When you are as a child, your parents they usually ain't gonna tell you, "Come here, it's okay." Don't cry. They're going to tell you, get up. Don't be a little girl. Somebody hits you, you hit them back. And so having these ways, being accustomed to them and coming into the prison society, it's that impulsiveness. So that was a struggle to let go as well.
Absolutely. So Hugo, should redemption require forgiveness from the people we've harmed, or can genuine transformation exist even when forgiveness never comes?
So again, right? Genuine transformation happens by action, right? We take accountability for the past, for what we've done. We decide to change our behavior, and we move forward, right? We change our social circles. We attain sobriety, right? We become proactive in our education, all those things. So we're willing to make amends, but we're not expecting forgiveness from the people we've harmed, right? The only forgiveness that comes is from God, self-forgiveness, and the people that love us, the people that see our change, the people that live around us. They forgive us for the past. And again, in the victim cycle, some people will never reach that stage. Some people will never have forgiveness in their heart. And that's understandable. And I respect that. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people respect that. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Richie, some people believe people don't change. They just learn how to behave differently based on decades of experience. How would you respond to that?
So in this question, right, I can only speak on myself, right? On my own change and experience, when I started taking these groups, these classes, it gave me insight and so much education. And for me, I would probably believe back then as well. Or I did believe that I can't change. Um, that's near impossible until CDCR changed a lot of things, and they started putting in that rehabilitation, and they gave these self-help groups.
Right. Okay. So we're going to go to you, Hugo. So and this is going to be for both of you. So if you can sit across from the younger version of yourself, the man first entering this lifestyle, and he didn't know who you were, what would you tell him that might actually make him listen?
Give me 1 second. I can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hugo? Hugo?
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay.
So my younger self, right? I was very stubborn. I was very hard-headed, right? So this is what it would take, right? Before I made those choices to join gangs and all that, right? I would share the 5 near-death experiences, right? I was shot at 4 times in the street, almost killed, and then the time I was stabbed, I was almost killed at Tech 2 in 2017. So the numerous direct victims and hundreds of secondary victims that my choices made, right? The enormous ripple effect of the trauma that this lifestyle caused other people. And I would invite a survivor of violent crime. Like, I think that would have had the greatest impact as well. I mean, if I would have seen or met or heard a survivor of violent crime talk to me, and also too, people that survive drug overdoses, right? My father was a heroin addict, right? A couple of times he overdosed, and that impacted me a lot. But it impacted me in a negative way, right? I didn't have the guidance or understanding to use that, reflect on what happened, and make the right choices, right? I made the wrong choice. I said, I'm not going to use, but I'm going to sell drugs. That's the conclusion that I had arrived. So, yeah, it will be raw. And when I write children, right, I try to present that, like, this lifestyle hurts a lot of people. And you create a lot of pain, a lot of trauma in people that sometimes they never overcome. So that's what I would do.
Absolutely. And Richie, did you hear the last question?
Did you hear me? I couldn't.
I heard you. Yes, Hugo, I heard you.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
And I know Richie's phone went out, so he called back.
Yeah. So the next question was,
If you can sit across from the younger version of yourself, the man first entering this lifestyle, and he didn't know who you were, what would you tell him that might actually make him listen?
well, simple. I would put together a playbook for him and a better version of himself. And let him know, first and foremost, that I love him. He matters. Don't listen to that voice in your head. I would encourage him, and no matter how long it took, I will continuously be supportive to him, in every way that I could, in acts of service, making sure that I help navigate him through those waters and let him know that this lifestyle it's fake.
Right?
Everything that I thought to be real was fake. You know, that there's a saying that goes on in here that real recognize real and fake recognize fake. But you know what? It's I come to know it another way. It's healed, recognize healed, and faith, recognize faith. And so now I'm not afraid to see another individual looking at me. And most of the time it's because of all my tattoos and how the gang related look that I have. But even if it is a mad dog stare, I'm not afraid to go up to him with the quickness and give him a hug, let him know I love him, and talk to him about my father Jesus and how this lifestyle is it's just it's an ugly cycle of addiction, and there's nothing forward. There's nothing forward living for these ways and following those agendas. And that there is people out there that care.
This call
There is
and
people
your
out there that
telephone
care.
number will be monitored and recorded.
I'm one of them, and from that day forward, he's got a new friend, and that friend is me. Give him a hug, and let him know that, again, I love him. I can never say that enough to him, that I love him. I love him. He matters, and I will be there guiding him, navigating, helping him navigate those waters every second of that path if he chooses to take my advice. And even if he didn't, I'll still show up. I'll still have a follow.
Absolutely. Hugo, real fast. Your wife said that she's entering church now, that she loves you, and she's so proud of you.
Okay.
Aw.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we do church services together every night. So yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that. I love that. But is there any other questions for the guys? I really enjoyed this. This was really good. I miss Keith. I absolutely do. But you know what? We got through it. There were some glitches with the phones. We can't control that. Hopefully the new system gets in and it gets better. So, and also, Richie, we can have you back again when we can have Keith and we can do, a little something again. I would love to have you back.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, this is Hugo's second time, and I absolutely love it. So
so before we end this, right?
Yeah.
Mind if I say something?
No, absolutely not. Go ahead.
Okay. So first off, thank you so much, Hugo. And I never got to tell you there in person, right? Because I was still lost in being minding myself.
Richie.
Thank you, man.
Richie.
Thank you for the kind words.
Richie,
Yeah.
let me have Hugo. Could you call back one more time? Because yours is going to go out on us.
Okay.
Okay. Richie, I'm going to have him call back real quick because his is ready to go out. So he'll call
Okay.
back and we can continue.
Okay.
But I'm so happy you joined us.
It was a good live. It really
Yeah.
was. Yep. And like I said, I will download this tonight, and we will have this on the Charge with Change YouTube channel. So everybody can listen to it. Your family can keep it. You know, they can just save it to their device or whatever, and you'll always have it. Okay, let me
Thank
get
you.
it.
Thank you so much. And I want to tell you too, Marge, thank you so much for this opportunity.
Oh, you are so welcome.
This means a lot. You're a blessing. I thank my Father Jesus. So for allowing me this opportunity to still be alive.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
1 second. We got him back.
That I put myself
Go ahead.
on Cuba.
Yeah, you goes back.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. So, before I get to you, well, thank you very much, Marge, for this opportunity and allow me to share my story, my insight, and you know, from just coming from 20 plus months ago of being very lost in having numerous hospital visits and even a helicopter flight of just in that destructive behavior to this complete transformation, and now to be able to be on your platform and share my story and allow my family to hear it as well, my wife, son, daughters, and the rest of my loved ones. Also, my father, a couple of years ago was murdered, and I had seen it on the news before I even got pulled out, and my counselor told me. And what was crazy about that is, my dad was lost in the gang activity as well, and he was very heavy in the gang activity. As I would go around through the prison system, people would know him, people would look out for him because of him. But unfortunately, he was murdered, and he passed away actually dying and believing that the gang loved him. Dying that what he believed in was a good cause. And so, you know, there's a picture of him with the Bible as he would go to church and he struggled with his ways. And I'm finishing off his story. And to be on this platform, share my story, and then you share that, right?
Right.
Thank you so much, Marge. I love my dad. My dad, Louis Ventura, and to Hugo. I thank you very much, Hugo, for your kind words. Those times where you would, man, you were just bright, bro. You were always just shining and positive, and you made me believe that hope was there, man, and that door was open. I was just scared to take that next step into there, right, and venture into change. But once I did, I haven't took a step back, man. And to be on this platform along with you as well, and you for me to even still considering to me, remember me and recommend me to Marge and Keith, like, that's amazing, bro. And may God bless you, your wife, your family. And man, this story's gonna continue. Hugo, even when a couple years I get out,
that's right.
I won't forget the forgotten, man. And I thank you guys for this most opportunity. I thank my wife, Tiffany Segura, for listening in. The rest of my family. Just thank you very much, and for all the viewers and listeners. Thank you guys, and change is possible, right? Charge with change.
Charge with change.
It's possible.
Yeah. So Richie, before anything, your wife said to let you know she's so proud of you and she loves you. And I have another, and Richie, your family is proud of all the accomplishments and the person you are today. And I do have a question. Someone had asked a question, but real quick, it says, let's see, it just got unpinned. I asked if anything has changed in the prison system in the last 50 years. I don't know if anybody could answer that. Has anything changed in the prison system in the last 50 years?
Yes. A lot has changed.
Okay.
Like we were saying earlier, the education, the vocations, the self-help groups, peer support, counseling. Yeah, it's changed a lot in 50 years.
Yeah, I figured the classes and the group meetings, stuff like that. I believe that's all. A lot of that's
Yeah.
new. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so they're both amazing. I enjoyed this. Oh, wait, what is this? We have another one. While in there, do you prepare for what is out here, like what out here that changes? Do you prepare for what's out in the world?
Oh,
Most definitely.
you want Richie to answer first?
Yeah, Richie, you can answer first.
So, most definitely, every single day, especially seeing these individuals that are incarcerated, my peers amongst me, right? And like for instance, Joe Simlick, man, this dude he's amazing. I can't even say enough about him. Him and his Sally Andrews, they're CP counselors, they're mentors, they're out there in the front line, and they're making a difference. And seeing them go through the struggles that they go through, right? Knowing that I have a date, and I could have been home years before, but for being destructive, and I had no regard for my life and another person. I didn't care about that date. I didn't have the support. None of that thing, all those things, those cognitive factors were not right there for a good recipe in me making apologies. But seeing these guys go through the struggles that they go through and still having a smile on their face, having a positive mindset. We go to groups and I'm facilitating, and sometimes I'm not confident, but yet, Joe, for example, would uplift me. Getting ready every single day, I make sure that I get up and I prepare myself for the events of going home. And sometimes it'll be inside of our group setting where I let them know, hey, say there's an example, right? For example, you're getting ready to go to board, and they confront you with a scenario, right? You're home now, and I could never do this before, but this is the truth, right?
Right.
You're home now. You're at Costco. You're at Sam's Club. You're at Target, wherever it is. You're with your family, and you have your children with you, and there's an individual there that's belligerent. You know, he's a younger person than you or whatnot, and he bumps into you and your children. You're standing at the line waiting to pay for your groceries, whatever it is. What do? You know, and I can hear a wide and variety of things that could be, you know, oh, well, you know, I'll probably next time.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
But I don't react, or whatever it may be.
Right.
I come down up to enemies. This guy's looking for trouble. And he bumps into you. He says, you know what, I don't care. I want trouble. What is your next response? And it could be, you know, the same or worse. So, well, now, this is what I do. This is my response.
Right.
We have the opportunity. We have these resources that
This call
are
and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
You dial 911, and you allow these people, you allow the cops to come over and to handle that situation. And some are shocked at that, like, man, you know, my physical therapist, she told me I can't even believe that you said something like that. But this is my new reality.
Right.
This is preparing myself for the streets.
Absolutely. Richie, you want to call back real quick? We can, because it's going to go, oh, it went out. But you go. It's been so good talking to you again. And of course, we'll be talking. You know that. You know that. And I love that your family was here and the support you both have. It's amazing.
Yes, I was grateful.
Yeah. And your wife, she's such a sweetheart. She really is your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yes, she is.
You want Richie to come back? I have some final words, and
yep,
I want to dedicate my contribution.
He's coming back.
Global Tellink. You have a prepaid
have
call
him.
from an incarcerated individual at the R.J. Donovan Correctional Facility, San Diego, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Okay, we're back. Hugo?
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to dedicate my opinions and contributions and everything, all my energy, right, to raise awareness to the victims. And I want to have a word for troubled children and kids that are struggling, teenagers or people that are involved with gangs or are thinking about involving themselves with gangs, right? I understand what they're going through. Like, I know their need. I felt it. I lived it. Their need to be heard, accepted, validated, cherished, loved, right, respected. And there's so many organizations out there, right, that have social support, right? There's available help, professional help. The multitude of options that they have, right, are infinite now, that compared to over 20 years ago. And they're gonna find their self-worth. They're gonna be guided the right way, with the correct mentorship, right? If they're lacking at home or they're growing up in a dysfunctional home, right? Because when we don't get the help that we need, right, all this could happen. The situation that we were in, where we hurt a lot of people, and once we control our thoughts, once we have a sense of direction, our life becomes under our control, and everybody around us, will love us. Love conquers everything. Love conquers hate. Love is the answer to everything, and it's the foundation to everything. God is love. Thank you so much, Marge. Thank you for inviting us.
Hugo, I appreciate you.
Also, too, I want to commend, if I can, the people, all the courageous men that are in trauma talks, right? And it's a short list. My co-facilitator, Eric Nevares, Javier Paulino, the participants, Antonio Villegas, Isaiah Jimenez, Israel Flores, Jesse Villegas, James Ruicawa, Ramon Chico Tenorio, Somero Luis, Adam Bernal, Pete Galvan, Nelson Bayeton, Dorian Perez, John Blanco Gonzalez, Luis Pineda, Steven Victoria, Lázaro Martinez, Joel Santis, and Jay Martinez. Their families should be proud of them. These men are beginning their change and transformation and becoming vulnerable and admitting their faults and believing in change. And they're charged with change. Thank you so much, Marge.
Oh, thank you, Hugo. I appreciate you.
And
And I will message you tomorrow. Again, I appreciate you. You have a friend for life.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you likewise. And my whole family loves you, and everybody loves you, and all the organizations I'm with. Also, too, POP, Jason Bianca, he just got promoted, right, to the Fresno State University, to the Project Rebound in the college. Right. So he's the director of Project Rebound now at Fresno State. He did time with us, right? He knows me, Keith. He was here before. Right. So I'm so proud of him, and I want to send a shout out to him. He's a facilitator, and he's our staff facilitator as well. And everybody as yourself and your team and everybody that helps us and believes in our second opportunity. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful, and we are so humbled, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Hugo. And Richie, thank you for joining. I appreciate you.
Marge?
Yes.
Marge, before I go, right, I want you to know that you know how they have the CDCR, right, the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. You're part of that rehabilitation right there. What you're doing is amazing. You're really putting it out there for us, and it's people like you that are advocating for us. That it's inspiring. It gives hope. It brings hope. It generates that love within this community right here, that we're not just seen as that worst act, right? And what you're doing takes time. It takes dedication. It takes commitment, and you do that. You're doing that. I had talks with individuals here like Joe on the yard about that, and it's amazing what you do. I'm really grateful for what you do, as well as the own CPs here on the yard, right? All the own CPs here on Donovan Yard, like I'm proud of all of them. I'm just so grateful to be here amongst them. Even my neighbor Jose Borges, the whole peer support team here in Donovan Yard, right? I'm just grateful to be here with them. Patrick, Marcel, Johnny, Joshua,
Yes.
Mike, and Joe, my friend Jojo Bagel, who's out on court right now, and hopefully he gets released. We're all aware of you now, and we're really grateful. I mean, even times I came in to tell her thank you for what she's doing, man. Yeah, this is amazing. So thank you for that. Thank you very much. I love my son. I want to say to my son Raymond Segura, I love him very much. Thank you, Marge.
Thank you. That means the world to me. It really does. And it's been a pleasure. I will be in touch with you. You know that. I think Hugo. Let me see. I think Hugo's back for a minute. Is that Hugo or did it? I thought it was connecting again, but I don't know what's going on. It won't connect. But all right. Well, I will talk to you. I will talk to you tomorrow, and I will have this all available for your family and friends. But thank you so much. And tell everybody I said hi. Tell Joe I said hi.
For sure. Thank you, Rudy. For sure. I'll make sure I do that. Thank you, and thank you for your family, loved ones, and everybody who has a putting on this Charged with Change.
Thank you.
For sure, for life, it's Charged with Change. Thank you very much, Marge.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
All right. Bye-bye. Oh, that was good. I'm telling you, he got to me. He got to me. I just want to give them a voice. I just want them to tell their stories, and they're so incredible. They really are. When I saw his graduation picture, I was so proud of him. The only other graduation I saw was Joe's, Paige's husband. But thank you, Katie. Thank you, everyone. But this was an amazing live. I miss Keith. I do miss Keith, but he'll be with us not next week, the week after. Hopefully, we'll have the tablets again. He does that to me. Oh my God, he really is. Tiff, I'm telling you, he got me. Not too many people get to me, Tiff. And you have my number, of course. You can reach out to me anytime, and I'll be in touch with you also. I did save your number. Alma, thank you. I only try to give them a voice. I absolutely love what I do. These men are really trying. They're trying their best. They are changing, and that's what this is, Charged with Change. And thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to tell him. Okay, and Tiff, I will have this live so you could save it. I'll send it to you after I have it uploaded. I have to download it and upload it, and I'll send it to you. I'll message it to you also, via Messenger in our text. And then, it's over on TikTok, but it won't be there till tomorrow sometime. It does take a while to download this stuff. But thank you so much for joining. I'm so happy his family and friends were here today. Hugo also. And I met Richie through Hugo. It was so nice because, for other people who don't know this, they're not in the same facility. They're in separate facilities. Actually, Richie is where Josh, John, and Suave are, and Joe. And Hugo is at Pleasant Valley where Keith is. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. And we do this so everyone knows. I do this every Thursday night at 8:30 Eastern. I have Josh, John, and Suave from Donovan. They're with me every Thursday night at 8:30. And every other Friday, I do the Pleasant Valley with Keith. So just so you know, if you want to join in other lives, and you never know who's going to pop in. You never know. But, well, everyone, I am going to call it a night. It is 11 o'clock now. The questions were fabulous, both me and my co-host Keith Erickson. And real quick, let me show everyone who Keith is. This is my co-host. Thank you, Kayla. This is my co-host Keith Erickson. His books are available on Amazon and also on my YouTube channel. He wrote 3 books. Keith has written 3 books.
And his latest book with Manny, another inmate, is a coloring book. This is available on Amazon, and all the proceeds for this book, they go to the dog program at the prison, to help with food, vet bills, surgeries. So anything that's made from the coloring book, you got. I know, Kayla, you got it. So anything from this book goes directly to Wiley's Wish. It goes directly to Wiley's Wish. The guys keep none of the money for that. So I appreciate you. And let's see, Dan has something. Dan, you know, I need, of course, Dan. Of course, Dan. Here we go. We have to, it won't be a night without our nightly picture. Oh my God. Dan, great things are happening with Charge. Thank you. Thank you, Katie. We have Dan, you're crazy. That's my friend Dan who does those pictures for me. He comes in when he knows, like, that's about it. uh, but they are. We are doing some good things with a lot of people. So I will be back on Monday. And remember, Tuesday night, I will not have a live on my platform. We are going to be live over on Gary Wayne Sutton page, Carolyn's page. I will be joining them in the boxes. So if my community, if we can go over there Tuesday night, I believe it's 7 p.m. Eastern. I do have to get the time. I will post it on my page, but we'll talk about it Monday. We'll talk about it Monday. But everyone, have a great weekend. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much to my mods for all you do. I couldn't do this without you. Believe me. I see you. I appreciate you all. Thank you, everyone, for joining, for the taps, the shares, the likes, the gifts. You know, that's not necessary. It's appreciated. But as long as yous are here, that's all that matters. Lauren, thank you. And congratulations, Lauren. I got word. I couldn't be there. My heart breaks. I'm sorry. But next week I can. Next week I can be there. There's no prison talk if it's next week. Well, but I'll talk to you about that. But congratulations, friend. I love you. But everyone, have a great weekend. Cindy, thank you. And I will talk to everyone on Monday. I will probably see you in the TikTok streets this weekend. But thank you so much. I know, Lauren. I know. So I'll talk to everyone on Monday. Have a great weekend. Again,